cams. I hope you know that. I was basically nowhere near like in front of like the unit or anything. So the only thing that y'all are probably gonna, if it ever comes out for y'all, is gonna be me when I'm in the fucking back seat, which I saw the camera literally while I was in there. So I mean, have fun with that, even though you probably never get it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna purposely. No, I can't do that to Sheena's burial fund. But
What are you gonna do? Hey, Erin Sweetheart's got me. She's got me a nice mausoleum and everything. Don't worry about that.
I'm saying I should purposely drag it on, but like they don't like. I'm telling y'all because of like this right here, what y'all are doing. This is gonna be the fucking reason that y'all don't ever see shit. Like you do realize that I'm not Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I wasn't put in jail or prison for murder. You do realize that, right? Like, and nothing against Gypsy. I love Gypsy, but I'm just saying,
Well, that
like,
doesn't
there was
matter, but
no,
it's because you're her friend.
and there's no getting around. But I'm saying, like, like that kind of shit, like for a murder case, like y'all do realize that I'm just a person that lives in Chalmette, Louisiana, on like a very like this is probably even gonna be hopefully. I think it will drop to misdemeanor. Like the way that y'all are acting, like Shane, y'all gonna show up to the courthouse. Y'all are setting yourselves up to where y'all aren't gonna get shit because y'all are acting like this with someone like this. Literally, I didn't like. I'm not a fucking serial killer. Like y'all are being weird and crazy and harassing me at this point.
Girl, I was
Like,
surprised that when they told me like that could make bail the next day. I didn't want to say, well, tomorrow's Saturday,
yeah,
because
usually you have
normally
to
they
wait
don't
till
let
Monday.
people out on the weekends. Normally you're in there till Monday.
No, you can bail out any day of the week.
Not over here.
You're
Not in New
kidding.
Orleans, that's for sure. New Orleans, if you get arrested in Jefferson Parish in New Orleans or whatever on a Friday, you're not getting out till Tuesday.
That's the way it is in Michigan.
No, that's how it usually is. That's why I was
Not
surprised.
California, honey.
And you know what? It's up to the judge on call. And guess what? The judge on call for me decided to set a bond. You want to know why? Because I have never been in trouble before, and because of how little it was, for one, and for two, I was low risk, never been in trouble, never have no criminal history. So y'all are fucking weird. It's like, why do people want audio clips? Like, I am mostly just crying. It's like people just like, y'all want me to cry for y'all right now? Y'all don't have to wait for so long. I can cry right now if y'all want. Fucking weird ass people. The truth is gonna come out, and then what's gonna happen? What are y'all gonna do? Can y'all tell me? Like, I want to know. Like, can you give me a spoiler alert? Like, please let me know what's gonna happen. Fucking weird ass people. I swear to
All I
God.
could say is if it was time for you to ever get arrested, that would have been the time, because Sheena was on her way down, and there was a lot of people that just went to the front line for you.
Now, never mind. Actually, I'm not gonna say this on live, but I can say it off of a live. But I'm telling you, like these people. I want to. Is this a grown adult too? Let's look at her page. Hold on. I mean, obviously she's an adult because hopefully, right? But let's see. Or did she get blocked from the live? I'm just curious to see because I just can't get over how weird these motherfucking people are. Like, but they sit here. These are the same people that will cry and whine. Like, don't go. Like, they'll accuse me of going real life on like an invisible person because, like, who, like, but they. I'm telling you, like, these people. I was like, when I was reading, because I got off the internet earlier, I was just like, I just can't even be on there earlier. I mean, like, earlier, I just wanted to get away and get off. And
Yeah,
I
it's
was
good
just
to
reading some
disconnect.
stuff. And you know what? This is like psycho, like this is like proven. They have studies on this. People that act like people like, Whitney down there and Jenna, y'all are very like empty, hurt people that have like a hate for yourselves that like you cannot your own self can't produce your own joy, so you seek people's pain or suffering or battles or challenges. That way, that can entertain you and bring you joy, because like nothing, and this is like real thing. I'm not just saying this. This is like there's studies on this shit. Like people like you literally do not have the ability to like produce your own joy from your own life because you have none in it. Like I feel sorry for people like you. It's
Yeah.
very sad.
And the devil has them by the ass.
Yep.
Because you shouldn't, I don't care if you don't like a person or not, you shouldn't be thrilled that they've gotten hurt, they've gotten arrested, they've got, whatever. It's just not right.
Well, she stated today that she's being petty. She's doing this because supposedly Bree attacked her son.
I've never attacked her son. Well, I've actually said like I actually feel for her. Like I don't know. Like I know I would hate to have disabilities and then have to hear my mom like talking so nasty about people with disabilities on a live. Like that's sad to me. That's not speaking about her son. If anything, that's defending her son. Like I think that is very so that like imagine like okay, we have Sheena over here, okay? Imagine if Sheena just was like so gross about like can you imagine like having like that would really like and maybe staff wouldn't even like I don't know. I think that's really sad. I could never imagine Sheena being like that. Like and you shouldn't be like that regardless. What no matter what it doesn't matter if your kid has autism, if they have any kind of special needs or any kind of disability, like it doesn't matter. You should be like that in general. But especially like I just cannot like I could never imagine, Sheena does some crazy things. She's not the most level-headed, like somebody said she once was, at all. But the last thing I could ever imagine Sheena doing is like mocking, like, like whether it be crossing your eyes or like and like like I don't even want to talk about the things that I seen Audrey do, just disgusting things that is so harmful and so ableist. I could never imagine Sheena doing that ever. Like that's what I'm and so me talking about our kid, no, sweetheart. I was defending your kid in a way. I was defending him for having to even have to fucking be in the presence of someone that would be that vile and low down of a fucking human being to do that when you and I said especially when you live with someone who has disabilities. Like I think it's fucking disgusting. I think Audrey is literally dirt on the ground. That's how fucking she's disgusting. She is that little of a human being. Yes, I did say that, not about her child, about her. So I know she likes to use her child as a weapon, which is really fucking sad. When someone speaks about you and you try to put that on your child, that's fucking weird. But no, Audrey, I've always said that that's you, sweetheart, not your child. That's you.
And
I'm
she's
sure your
not
child
teaching her
is
child good
he seems
etiquette.
I think he's adorable. He seems really like no, sweetheart, that's you, not your child. Don't put it on him. Stop trying to
Like,
weaponize him.
you live what you know. And a lot of people that bully on the internet and just talk lower than low about any human being, their kids in the next room watching TV. You don't think that their kids don't hear that, and then when their kids act out, they're going to wonder where the hell their child got it from? They need to look in the mirror.
All harassment and bullying. Why? Because I'm speaking the fucking truth. She got her son to come to the live and like flip off people. Like and say
What?
like
I don't
fuck
watch
you.
her stuff, so I don't really
Yes.
know.
Yes, when I said that about her, and this is what's really sad, and it actually made Jeanette cry the day. I actually was saying something about her, and she was like, "Yeah, tell him." Like, I'm like, basically, like telling him that people were talking about him. Like, what? Why would you say that? Because nobody was. And she was like, "Tell him fuck you," and like stick the like, and he did. Like, he stuck his finger, which I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad about it. Like, whatever. He's listening to his mom. But like, why would you even want to tell your child that someone is speaking about them, like, in being mean? Like, that's really sad.
Yeah, that
Hello.
is. You want to protect your kids.
So yeah, that's actually what
You
happened.
think
Let's not forget. Let's not forget that you
No,
lied to
she.
the child and told him that people were speaking about him when we were speaking about you. That's sad.
Don't forget that she sat there and told her kid to tell you to fuck off,
Yeah, that's what she
and
said.
then
Fuck
flipped him
off.
off.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm kind of late, but I just want to say what they did to you is horrible. I hate it. No reasoning for it. It was wrong. It should never. No, that's just like a new low. I just wanted to let you know I have your back, but
I love
so.
you.
Oh goodness, my phone. Hold on, just one second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Mississippi, you have to wait till Monday. Well, usually it is. Oh, wait, I'm way behind. I'm like, usually it is. Oh, yeah, no, blonde. I mean, oh, can you please see my blood on the page? I don't
Can
know.
Rod do a cooking show? Yeah, if he wants to, he could do anything that he wants. I mean, he's at work right now.
Be a man. That was.
He cooks. I don't like to cook.
You don't like to cook?
No, I have to
Oh,
be in a
me,
certain
I don't cook
mood.
at all.
I have to be in
No.
a certain mood. I mean, I'll help him sometimes, you know, I'll help prep and stuff, but he's very technical.
I miss cook. It's so like only cooking for like sometimes even one person because got work so late sometimes. But like two people is so like it's just not the same as cooking from like it's I don't want to say it's harder. I don't know what the word to describe it, but it's almost wasteful sometimes. Because I mean you don't I don't know. Usually you cook like say it if you're making spaghetti. I mean that's something like really cheap and so who cares if you make a bunch of it? But like you're not gonna. I
You're
don't know.
not
I guess I
making
gotta
one
learn
for
how to make for
one.
two people. It's hard to cook for two people. I don't know. It's like I think like usually recipes or anything, it comes like for more. Like so, you just end up making more. And then I can remember when I used to cook when we not at this house. I didn't really cook a lot since we lived here, but I have at the last house. And like man, like we would waste so much food. We really would. And since Scott works at a restaurant and they have really good food there and it's all different kind of food, like sometimes it really is easier for Scott to just bring home food. And
Oh,
it's
for
not like it's
sure.
bad food. It's got like he brings
Yeah.
home like salmon salads and salmon grilled chicken, like so
Oh, that sounds so good.
it's not like it's fast food every day. It's cooked. It's basically like a home cooked meal but from a restaurant. So
Right.
Must be nice.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tessa.
My stepdad cooks
I just
almost
want.
every night, so I'm born
yes,
on the
Monica, I know I need to
Bayou.
find
My
those.
stepdad's cooking's amazing. So when he's off for 7 days, I don't cook. They'll call me like at 5 o'clock and say, "Okay, we're having um, fried shrimp or pistolets or I'm like, okay, cool, bring it over. You
So
want to
Cassie,
see?
I unblocked you.
Yeah. Yep. I'll jump down, but I just wanted to make sure you knew that
I
I
love you,
don't support. I
Jan.
just got a phone call from my son again. He just got out the hospital
Oh
and couldn't
no.
wait an hour to go do what he's doing. So I don't hear
I'm so
nobody else talking about
sorry.
addiction, but I just wanted to let you know that I have your back. I'm sorry it took
Well,
me so
I'm
long. I've
thinking
been
about
trying
you,
to deal with
Jan.
everything.
I know.
Thank you,
It's
because
so
it's I just don't know what to do anymore. But it's all right. But
y'all keep Jan in
I just
y'all
want to let you know
prayers.
you have. Thank you. All right. I'll
Oh, I
talk to y'all
love you,
later. I'll jump you.
Jan.
I'm not gonna hog y'all pull. Love you too. Talk to you later.
Oh, Jan. She's going through it right now.
I don't know what's going on, but I love Jan.
I know.
And
She's
Bree,
just got such a big heart. Like, man, I just love her so much. And you can just tell and just the way she speaks that like it's just like it comes just like straight from her heart. And I just love that about Jan so much. Like I swear to God, if anybody comes for Jan, I will come for their throat. Okay? Like that's my girl. Like don't come for her. I will come for you.
yeah.
Well, you know what, you guys? It's 1 o'clock, and
Yep.
I got to get to bed. So y'all have a good night.
Good night,
Good
Dreamer.
night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
I was listening, Bree, but staff had my attention. It's Friday night. We know what happens on Friday nights. But
It's Friday night.
you are correct. I would never involve him in TikTok shit. There's just no way.
No,
and
and
be like,
especially to
"Hey, come
tell
here
him
and do
that
this." You know what I
someone's
mean?
talking about you like that. Like I remember I was emotional and even Jeanette was crying that night. Like it was so that is so sad to me that like that kid ever was told that I or anybody was speaking about him in any kind of bad way because we weren't. And I don't know why you would want to tell your child that when it's not true.
Yeah.
That is so sad to me.
Well,
Even if it were
answer.
true,
They have to answer to a higher power for that.
Yeah.
even if it were true, Steph would never know it.
Well, you
Never.
remember like even everybody from like freaking CT, I mean everybody like had our back on that. Remember when she tried spreading that whole narrative and everybody was
Yeah.
like, "No, Audrey, that's not what happened," because it wasn't
Yeah.
what happened.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm gonna call out when I see some shit like that happening. Like I think that, and that's not speaking on someone's child. That's speaking on like that. That's not okay to do. Not even just a child. Like anybody. Like I wouldn't even like Scott's a grown ass man, and I wouldn't go in there and be like, "Babe, people are saying like this and that about you if it wasn't true." Like, why would I do? That's mean. Why would you want somebody to think? I don't know. And Scott, he could be sensitive, even though he acts like he's not. Like Scott would be in there, like, "Why are they saying this about me?"
Well,
I'm
that's
telling.
like when y'all tell me, like, you know, this person said this, and sometimes like, well, tell me something I haven't heard already. Then I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
It
No,
just,
for real.
you just get hard into it. Like, you just let it roll off your back. And
Almost like just not like, oh really? That's cool. Like a few people messaged me today and was like, you know what Audrey's doing right now? I'm like, yep, thank you. They're like, oh, I was just letting you know. I'm like, I mean, it's okay.
Hey,
Like,
Bree. Bree.
hello.
So I'm on Facebook and your face showed up on Facebook all over. And I defended you. I was like, you know
Where
what?
today?
Yes.
Oh,
So I
lame.
was like, yeah, it's I don't know, it's your mugshot or whatever. And I was like, you know what? You don't know the whole story. If you knew the whole story, then it just I am just so
And
sick
it's
of
like my
it.
thing is even if the story was anything, like it's
Ugh.
like why is it your
Yeah.
business? Like,
It's on Facebook all over, and I was like, "What the hell? I gotta talk to Bree because you know what? Nobody knows her story. I'm gonna tell you something. So I own a childcare, right? And I have cops in my childcare, and they even told me they said that yes, in general, what they do is they show what's on the computerized, but what is on the computer is not actually in real life. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying?
no, are you talking about what specifically?
Like if somebody has been arrested for something and but they don't know the whole story, but the police station has to identify everything that
Oh
they have
yeah.
on record. Okay, but it's not really the actual truth.
Yeah, if you're talking about that other stuff that she said, I don't know what she's talking about with the like freaking. Are you talking about the seatbelt felony?
No, I don't know, but
Well,
you're like all
oh,
over Facebook. Your
I
like
know.
profile picture. They said you had a warrant for your arrest, and I
Oh
was
no, I
like,
do for a seatbelt, which they're never gonna. You know how you can have a warrant that you'll never get arrested for. Now, I'm not saying never. I mean, 10 years from now, if
I
I
know
still
it
ain't paid
doesn't
that
even
ticket,
matter. It doesn't even
I
matter. Why
know.
do people have to post
And
that?
it's like a
It is so
seatbelt ticket. Like y'all
stupid.
act like y'all are calling out some criminal, like somebody who's going around killing
It's
people.
dumb.
And you know what? You know what they don't realize is because like me early, like I was hurt. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front. Like earlier, was it was really like I think it's just everything kind of just like came down at one time, and I really needed to just like get off the internet for a second and just like
Mhm.
cry and go hang out with my dogs and walk and whatever. And like I'm fine. Like I always bounce back. This is the thing that kills me though, because like you know how you're saying all over Facebook and stuff like that. My mom, when this first went down, like she was even texting Sheena, and for a little while, like check on Brie. Like my mom hurt so bad for me because she was watching this shit for a little while, and I finally was like, "Mom, please stop watching TikTok and stuff." But like seeing her, I mean, her seeing people talk about me the way they do and talk about like it, like really, it hurts her, and
well,
like
you
the
her
fact that I know.
baby.
Like it's hard, but like worrying about me, not worrying about me because of rugs, worrying about me because of these people bullying me or coming at me or attacking me, and just
Exactly.
like worrying, am I okay? And not just her, like I've had so many, my dad, like I said, I never spoke to my dad in 2 years, and now like he's been so emotional recently. He's just like, I just want to get, form a relationship with you. I mean, which I guess was a good thing, but like it's the people in my life that these people are making worry, and not because of the arrest, but because of what they do to me on the internet. Just to make that very clear, because my family knows
Right.
me and they
The
know that I'm
thing
not.
is,
It's
yeah,
just sick.
the thing is that, everybody has skeletons in their closet, right? But then
Right.
again, it's
Not me.
like
I have mugshots in
it's none
mine.
of anybody's business, but then they have to add on to it, you know.
Mhm.
And then when I saw it on Facebook, I was like, I need to talk to Bree so bad because this is bullshit. I mean, I can, you know what? It is, nobody's perfect. Nobody. I
I
don't
am.
care who you are.
I
Right.
am.
Nobody is fucking perfect.
No, and
You
if
know what I
I did
mean?
this to somebody, like it would be I would be. I mean, people have already. I mean, I've my whole family like has been like I'm talking about from my husband to my mom to my cousins of mine to my sister have been doxxed. I'm not talking about like, oh, they said that, like, no, I'm talking about their addresses, their phone numbers, their like literal like basically like, well, I have a huge family, so I can't say my whole family, but multiple people in my family, and like people have done it. Like I know this one person, a crusty panty party, she's like, you know what, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of Brie doxing people, so I'm gonna start doxing me. I'm like, who am I doxing? Like, I don't even know who you're talking about. I know people like to say Becca, but who else then? Who else? Because I just can't, because she said the reason she started doxing my family members is because she said, I cannot stop doxing people. And I'm like, who? Who? So people just like have this thing in their head that they just believe just because they have so much hate in their heart because we disagree on something. But this girl has put out like every home that I've ever lived in, which have like families that live in those homes now with children. And like she has posted every house that I've ever lived in, every house that my husband has ever lived in. She has
Scary.
spoken about my sister,
Mm.
her baby dad. I mean, it's just what like
It's
why are
ridiculous.
y'all doing this? Because y'all can't tell me
It's
who I'm doxing. Because
dangerous.
y'all keep saying she don't want to stop doxing. I'm like, who? Please tell me. And they never can tell me. Like other, they bring up back excuse, but other than that, they never can tell me anybody. I'm like, who else? Because I disagree on that, but that's fine. We got disagree, agree to disagree, whatever. But who? Who have I like? And they never can tell me anything. They just want to say these things. Just like Audrey, she says that we wanted to dig into her husband. I never dug into her husband. I don't know. I don't know if you knew about that page that somebody had this page that had like information on her on it, and it's gone. I mean, she and her followers got this page taken down in like 3 days, but like 3 days. I imagine like I have like 152 pages about me on the internet. Okay, probably more. And I don't even try to get them down. It's like pointless. But she accuses me, or she says like they dug into my hut. Blah blah. Who is they? Because the problem I have with that is because she has a little big following, because she had a little fake like scary house thing, and I think it's very harmful and very like irresponsible to go and say shit like that when it's not true, because they have so many people that send me the worst, just the most terrible messages, do the most horrible things to me and other people over here because she's going around saying that, like that we spoke about our child, which is not true, that we dug into her husband, which is not true. Like somebody did. I don't know who. I don't like nobody over here that I know did that. Like I don't even know her real name if it's not Audrey. Like don't even know it. But she keeps saying they and she keeps spreading that. So that's why people was in my comments today like, karma, you deserve this. And I'm like, you did it to Audrey. I'm like, no, the fuck I didn't. And it pisses me off because some people are just validating this and condoning this because they think that I did something to her and I didn't. And she's carrying that narrative because she knows that she's being a shitty person. Trust me, people that are shitty know that they're shitty, okay? Just to let y'all know. They thrive, they love that. They love it about themselves almost. So that's her way of being able to do this because she's able to justify it by saying, well, they did this to me, even though we didn't. And I just think it's really sad because that's why a lot of people are like, there's some people that aren't, but there's a lot of people that's like, well, I wouldn't normally say this is right, but I mean, Bree did it to her first. What are you talking about? But it's
Very
okay.
true.
But it's okay, y'all. 2 years in, how much, what have I gone through?
11 years in. Then
Yeah, I
you
know.
really
You
won't
see,
give
and
a
look, you're
shit.
still standing strong, just like
Damn
me.
right.
2
Damn
years in,
right.
and y'all ain't gonna break me. Y'all ain't broke me yet. I
You'll
mean,
never break me.
and now after this, what can y'all, like, just think about it, y'all. This is like the finale for y'all, because what can you really do to me after this? Nothing. So I'm actually excited to be able to move on with my life, knowing that there's nothing that y'all can possibly, like, I mean, I don't know anything else. My family, I've already doxed my family. Y'all have body shamed me. Y'all have accused me of being on drugs. And then y'all got this. This was great for y'all. And then y'all have this now. And then, I mean, this is the tip of the ice. I mean, y'all have had it, and now it's all going to be over because what else can y'all do?
Well,
So I hope y'all
this
enjoy
is the
it.
thing, though, Bree. This is the
Hold on,
thing, though.
Blanche. I have to ask you, since you're up here, excuse me for interrupting. How do you say your name?
It's Blanche. It's Blanche.
Blanche.
Blonde.
And
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do want to say that I am perfection personified, but you go ahead.
Oh.
Just saying.
No.
Just saying.
But I am also gonna say that moon thing is like cracking me up. So
I can't even look
anyway,
at it. I can't look at it. It
so
makes me tired.
I'm
No.
eating ramen noodles.
So-
The moon is eating ramen noodles.
yeah. So the only thing I'm gonna say is like I'm the type of person don't like body shaming and don't like everybody. I have my family. I'm not saying myself per se, but my family has got skill. I mean, I didn't live a perfect life. My brother and my sister passed away from
Yeah,
murder.
we all have people that we love. If it ain't us, somebody we love.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the only thing I don't get is that people can judge people when they don't even know somebody. You know what I mean?
Or judge
And
people when they probably
all the
struggle.
time. It's like all the time. It's like you judge people, you don't even know who they are.
Yep.
You know? I mean,
Like I
you
said,
can
those people are miserable. They're empty inside. That's why.
right. But the thing is that everybody has something wrong with their life and people run with it and they exaggerate with it. And I'm so tired of it.
Me too. That's why I'm done. Like, I really am. Like, I do not want to make content that is relevant to this community at all anymore. I can't wait to start doing more makeup, more art stuff, some nails, some funny stuff too. Like just like I like to do my little. But other than that, like I do not want any content that caters to this community.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm so done with it. It's
What I
Well,
always say, what
people
people say
exaggerate
behind
to
your
it.
back is none of your damn business.
Yep.
They're behind your back for a freaking reason.
Yeah, what people think about you ain't none of your business.
That's right. Fuck them.
I do appreciate you, Blanche, for feeling that way. I mean, anybody who we may not agree on everything, like, and I love that that that's normal because no one ever agrees on everything, right? It's normal to not agree on everything, and these people seem to forget that. And I don't care what anybody says. They want to say like, "Oh, this is because of this." No, no, no. This is simply people that do this to me. It's simply because, point blank, period. It's because I'm friends with Gypsy, and that's the only reason.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
Like these people need to stop being in denial and saying, "Oh, it's because you did this." No, 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 no. Sorry, I might look. I love me a good roast, okay? And and I don't mean literally a roast. I mean I love roast. Like if people roast me, I'm excited because I get to roast them now. Like I'm all about that. Let me tell you, I grew up roasting my cousins roasting me roasting them. Like I do not lighthearted little, And yeah, I know there's been times I went too far with some people, and I can admit that. But the shit like this, where like you are literally just like enjoying like seeing something like they even said on a lot like I've heard people say like I've heard people rewind. I've watched videos of people watching a clip of me crying and then they want to rewind it so they can watch it again. It's fucking weird. Like those are the kind of people like I can't fuck with those kind of people. Like y'all, I don't even want to roast you. You just go, that's like demonic type shit almost. Like you're weird. Sadistic type, like you getting off on someone's pain. It's weird. And it's disgusting and it's disturbing. Now make fun of me. Like do it. Let's do an AI battle. Let's make it like, and I know some people don't like that, but I can get down with that every single day, because it's lighthearted most of the time. But this shit where like you're digging into like, and then she's got like my freaking, all my information on live. I mean, I guess this is a legal way to dox someone, I guess, it's a legal way to dox someone. That's exactly what it is. Just like they do with Christy, just like what they do with even Gypsy. I mean, I've seen Gypsy, I'm not going to say specific names, but family members, like people dig into them that don't even get online and do drama, all because they feel like it's justified because it's a part of a case that when they weren't a part of the case, just because they're a family member. And the things that people justify in this community, like, and I know people say, oh, it happens in all, no, toxic shit happens in all communities, but this shit, and I'm not talking about what just has happened to me. There's things that have happened to other people. Like, I'm not the only one. The toxicity in this community, it reaches a whole different low, and it's like I want nothing to do with it. I really don't. It's like I love some of the people in it. I'll still be around. Come and enjoy my lives if you want, but I really like, and I know it's not going to happen overnight, but little by little, I'm just going to back away from like the people that just want to be stuck in this toxic, vicious circle, like of just nonstop hate constantly. And I
Yeah,
just, I
so
can't.
so Cassie B had a really good saying, and she was like, I'm the type you can go after me, but leave my people the fuck alone. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, really. I mean, everybody has, I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm not even perfect. But you know what? Leave the fucking shit alone.
I'm perfect. I'm not gonna keep saying it.
I'm not perfect. But
I am.
Sheena,
Find a flaw in
the
me.
moon,
I challenge you.
the moon is not perfect, honey.
That
Change
The
butt
it.
crack
moon's
in the
perfect.
back.
The moon
I mean,
even
I
has
like,
filler. Can't you see
I
the
mean,
filler in the moon?
I, I laugh every time I see that moon. I'm like, what the hell?
I love the butt crack. I love the
I
butt
love
crack
that
on it.
butt crack.
You know what I realized though? You remember when like there was like 4 days when like everybody got along, and you remember when everything I did on my live for
Yeah.
those 4 days was hilarious, but the
Mm-hmm.
second like that unity isn't there anymore, all of a sudden they call it
Mm-hmm.
bullying. Like it's like
Yep.
it's bullying when you're not enjoy when well they enjoy it, they secretly do, they secretly love it, but they watch it, like the window every
Yeah.
fucking day, but like it's like when you want to be a part of it and like it's somebody that you don't like or whatever, then it's not bullying.
Mm-hmm.
But the second it's that's why like I used to
It's
like take a lot of this shit to heart. Like, all right, like maybe I should stop now. I've seen the fakeness. Like, no, I'm gonna do what I want, and I know that I'm not gonna go low like some of these people do. So that's all that matters.
Brie. It's like, oh my god, Brie, you are so funny. I just love you, Brie. You're so funny. And
And then the
then
next
like two
thing,
days
well,
later, it's like, oh my god, I cannot believe what she did, or oh
yep.
my god, what she said, or oh, trust me, it's the whole
But you know what?
internet.
Some of y'all
It's
were
the
able to
whole
peep
thing.
that though. When we had those 4 days, some people were actually
Mm-hmm.
real people that aren't fake
Yep.
as fuck. And like, so when
Yep.
everybody started like changing, everybody like, wait a minute, I thought we would just hold on. I thought we don't agree with Bree, but what about everything? But I thought like we thought, oh, we not anymore. Okay, yeah, this is fake as fuck. And
Yeah.
that's why no matter what those 4 days, like it's sad that it only lasted 4 days, but I've had so many amazing friendships come from that, from those 4 days with people that are still, whether we disagree on things, like I still talk to them every day, pretty much. Like, and, we were able to still move on and be like, no, like I like Brian, like, yeah, and I like y'all. And so,
That's me. That's
yeah,
me,
like,
Brie.
yes, like you're one of them. There's a few people that, we're not even just a few, there's a
That's
whole
me, Brie.
handful of people. There's a handful of people that I'm like, I
Yeah.
mean, I think of like Amy Bones and um I can think of so many freaking people. I don't even want to thought that because you know how I am. If I start
Everybody
naming
is
people, then I have to name
entitled.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But then again, it's like, Brie, what did you ever do to me? What did you ever say about me?
Right. I don't
Nothing.
even. Yeah, I don't
You
think
know what
I've
I
ever
mean?
said anything about you.
I
No,
mean,
most people are
really.
like, well, I know I have said things about you, and I'm like, don't worry, I never heard it.
Who,
Some,
me?
no, not you. I'm saying there's been people that come up here and like apologize to
Oh,
me, and I'm like, oh, I haven't even heard you talk about me, and they're like, well,
Yeah,
I
I
I've
have,
get
but I'm
been,
those
like,
a
it's
lot
okay
too.
yeah, I've been on TikTok for like
for a
40,
while. Yeah.
4 years now. And it's like, Brie, we've been following you for like what, about a year now. And
Yeah, well, I've
Sheena,
been
you
here
just
for
came
2.
about like soon. I mean, come on with the moon thing. Really? The moon. I
The
hate the
eyes look
moon.
crazy.
Yes, it looks so. It's so.
I
Oh, it
hate
almost.
the moon. I'm gonna be honest. The moon,
It's
it's scary to
scary.
me. It's creepy.
Katie
It's
used
so
to always use the
creepy.
fucking moon.
Sheena,
It's
it. Yeah.
Does it
It's
look different
Reflection
depending
of the
depending on
tears
the
it's
in
so
my
lens?
eyes.
quit staring at me. Oh my god.
Totally gonna stare at
Stop.
you. I'm just gonna sit here the
What
whole
is going
time.
on here?
I'll sit here the whole time like this.
No, stop it. No.
I can't be the gingerbread man. That's Brie.
You could be a lot
That's
of things, but you
everybody.
choose to be that
No.
moon.
Yeah, so change it. Change the gingerbread. It seems like everybody wants to be the gingerbread. Be yourself. Really, be yourself.
Well, if I'm myself, I wouldn't have a filter at all. But I was
I've
afraid I'd
seen
start
you
dozing
though.
off. So let's see.
I'm following everybody, but Christy, I can't follow you for some reason.
Is she
I'll go
private?
find you.
What happened? What happened in the? I'm so confused. Anyway, no. What she did? What
I'll
she
go
did.
follow you.
There's me.
Oh yeah, well Veronica, I'm way late, but yeah, there's a video of Audrey lying about her explanation because there is no. I mean, the explanation that people are in denial is just because I'm friends with Gypsy. Like people need to stop being
So
in
where did
denial.
she come from? I'm like, I've been on
Audrey,
this for 4 years, and she
hell,
like
you
came.
didn't know that?
She
She
came.
came from hell. Like, what do you mean?
No, really, where did she come from? It's like she
A
appeared, and I
mudhole.
was like, where did she come from?
Where a lot of them come from. I don't
Where
think
did
mine.
you come
From the fucking ditch, from the dump. No, she I don't know. She she became where she. Anyways, she became her account grew when she um had a fake she found red stuff in her house and thought it was blood and told people there was like a murder in her house and but they tested the blood and like she kept and it was like but she did her thing, it was like basically like rage, but like she kept even though she had the results back for this shit forever, like she was like carrying it on and then finally told them. But yeah, that's how she built her account. And that's how she
Yeah.
the
Well,
reason she got a blue.
I'm not gonna talk crap about her because she's
No,
never
no,
negated
that's
anything
why I
to
just said she
me.
did her thing. Well, I won't
But
talk crap about
whenever
all I
I
want, but
listen to her, I'm like, where did you come from?
no.
I'm
Well,
like, I
just now I was
never heard
actually
of her before.
complimenting her in a way. Like she did her thing, she used that to like her advantage. Not dogging her for that. I will dog the fuck out of her though for anything else because I think I have the right to. But no, as far as that, like she did her thing. She found something that made her grow. I mean, hey, who wouldn't? So no, I'm not dogging her for that. I'm dogging her for being a shit human being. But yeah, no, when she started coming around when the emails came out. I'm telling you, like, think about this. You know how but like a lot of people in the community, they came around to talk about the case. Like, now, this is my opinion. I think the emails, like, okay, so, like, the emails are not a part of the case. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people, you can see them because you can be FOIA requested. Yes, they're her prison emails, but like, they weren't used in a case. They weren't used in a plea. Like, those come after, obviously, because that's when she's in prison. So that's what I mean by, like, they really are irrelevant. Doesn't mean I'm hating on you if you read them, whatever. I didn't read them. I didn't want to. That's our private emails. Well, to me, they are. That's fine. But think about it. She didn't come around until like her content was she read all the emails. Now think about what she's doing to me. That she likes going into people's personal business. If you really think about it, she never started talking about Gypsy's case until after she read her emails. She started off by going into like reading the emails. And I'm not saying, I mean, you might have read them. I don't care if you did. I'm just saying like that was
I
her
don't
way
think
into the
she's even
community.
been on here. I don't think I haven't seen her for like, I've been here for 4 years. I have not seen her. I've seen her for like the last, 3 months? That's it?
Yeah, no, it hasn't been long. It's been since the email. Like,
Yeah,
she was one of
exactly.
the first people. Like, she did not talk about Gypsy at all before the emails, and that's what I mean.
I don't remember. I don't remember her then either.
Yeah, no, she was. I remember that's the first time I ever even seen a video about the emails was from her, and I was like, who the fuck is this girl? But and that's when, like I know people that have already been discussing the case that read the emails, and to me, like I'm almost like okay, like do I think those emails to me, I think they're gypsies, whatever. But like if you're working on if you was already going over the case and you read them, that's less to me. Like that's what made her come to it by getting into someone's personal shit. It says all you need to know about her. Just saying. I'm not the first person she's done this to. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is the type of person she is, and she's giddy over it. She gets giddy over it, which I think is also like disturbing. Like, she's like, when she made that video, and she's like, I followed to get every single, like every audio, every, like the way she said it was so just like,
Yeah.
oh,
So I'm not gonna
you don't
like
have
go
to.
against. I'm not gonna go against her or anybody else, but and I don't know the facts of everything, and it's not my business. But then again, it's like I'm
Well,
like,
you know the
okay,
fact. The
so
fact is she dug into someone's personal business.
yes, exactly. And
Well,
and it's fine. I mean, that's your prerogative. And everybody has a free prerogative. And when you have your
one
own
can make it the
prerogative, it
person that
goes
they
so
want.
broad. Do you know what I mean, Bree? It goes so broad. But it doesn't mean that's what it means. Do you know what I mean? Like
No.
no, like you can say what you want, but it doesn't mean what they say.
You got to read between the lines.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
this
Yes,
is just what I
perfect.
feel about her. Look, this isn't me trying to make anybody talk shit about somebody. I call shit out for what it is.
Right.
This right now, what she's doing is with this community for the last 2 years that I've been in it would be like, that's going real life. That's what she's doing. But it's okay because it's to me, not for all people. I'm not saying everybody's saying it's okay, but that's what it feels like a little bit because it's more people thinking it's okay. Whereas like it would be people would be outraging about it if like say if I was doing this to somebody. If I was online right now showing, oh wait, you know what? Actually, Sheena, it did happen. Okay, so Karma Collector showed Sheena's arrest record. Okay, nobody cared. Sheena showed his, and guess what? There were lives. That's the whole reason the 4 days of Harmony ended because Sheena showed his arrest record. Now, what is Aubrey doing? What is Audrey doing right now? Oh, showing. Where's the lives? Like, where's all the lives? Where like
Okay, what is her name? Aubrey or Audrey?
Audrey. It's not Audrey. It's
Yeah.
Audrey.
I
Hey,
have been accused of
Jeanette. Hey,
doxing him
girlfriend.
so many times.
Yes.
First of all, it's public record, but he did it to me first, dude. Like that, and you didn't hear any outrage over that. None.
I know, and
Okay,
no, and let me make this
Karma
clear. I know that
Collector
some
is
of y'all
supposedly
support me.
like he's a nurse, and is that the
That
one?
that was found out to be false. He's never been a
I'm
Okay,
nurse.
so
so
lost. I don't even know what
am
they're
I
talking
am I
about.
talking about am I talking about the right person though?
Yeah, he's been in prison more than he's been
Oh
out of
my
prison.
god. Oh,
Yeah,
he is so ridiculous.
and he's currently on probation. So yeah,
Oh, actually, no, we got called out. I said his name. Girl, his name was on his TikTok. I said his name. Girl, his name. And when I tell you, that's the reason the whole like everybody started falling apart at Jip first again. We weren't in harmony anymore. People were like going I mean, they were having lives for days about this. Days. And I said that man's name that was on his literally on his TikTok, on his Instagram, like on his YouTube. But yet, and I know that people are against this. I'm not saying nobody is, but there have been more lives watching this shit and being okay with it than there has not. And it's so crazy because all of us, not just me, got dogged the fuck out for calling out how this man talks about a baby. But yet here we are.
and let me tell you a part two of that. This man came out and accused me of unaliving a landlady with a metal pipe with no proof, no case number, no paper, no nothing. And people still to this day say that to me. Well, you unalived your landlady and blah, blah, blah. Like they believe that dumb shit. Yeah.
What's going on here? Hold on. Key.
But it's okay.
I've had two murders. Oh, and some ex-husband, Tim, that I have apparently that I didn't know about. I unalived him.
Look, he's
You
trying
have
to
an
come off.
ex-husband,
I'd
Tim.
never believe her.
Oh God.
I never
She
had
always
an
said you're not
ex-husband
gonna
named
believe
Tim.
her.
I've only been with
Tim.
Jose's and Jorge's and Jesus's and that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I've seen your videos. It's
Yeah.
funny.
There's never been a Tim.
No.
Set Jeanette up, please.
I did.
Hey.
I accepted her up.
So Key wants to come up to explain herself. So
To explain how she said it was wrong for Audrey to do this, and then she streamed it on her live.
Bree. She says she wasn't going to be rude, so just let her come up.
She said she wasn't going to be rude earlier.
He just
No.
told Chris
No.
5-6 times. So.
And so Key is the one that I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
She's the
Yeah,
one that
no,
this morning
she's
was
not
saying
doing
she
that.
thinks it's so wrong that Audrey's
Oh,
doing this, but
I'm
then
not.
yet went on her live and played the video herself.
I'm
That's
not
pretty
on
hypocritical.
TikTok enough
No, we're
to
not
worry
letting her.
about.
Laughed.
No,
Them.
Gina,
I don't.
no.
Yes,
I don't
Key, I'm
know.
kind of upset about that. Like you earlier was saying that it's wrong for Audrey to do this, and yet you were in your live showing it. Like, how are you any better?
I don't know a lot of people. Blonde, do you think what
Well,
Audrey
then
did?
somebody lied to me. Who lied to me?
I
Didn't
was watching you,
God,
Kay. You were like
people.
laughing at her and poking fun at her. Then at the end, you're like, "Oh, I don't want to see this happen
Okay,
to her." But she
so I
literally
want to.
sat there and laughed at her.
Yeah.
I
So I want to
love
say this.
Aubrey Strawberry's accent.
Try and
Just
find out,
saying.
Blanche. You really think what Audrey did was okay? First of all, I don't know a lot of people on here, and I'm not
No,
saying
she came
Audrey
up
was
saying
okay.
that she
I don't
doesn't
know
though.
anything about anybody.
Well, I will
So
say
what are you
this.
trying to?
Blanche did come on
What
the
do you?
live saying that she's seen this
What
shit
the
all over
fuck?
Facebook and she didn't think it was okay. I will say that. She just said she's not going to talk, like, she's not going to dog her or
I
anything.
am not
Like,
on here enough to even
yeah.
worry about anybody.
I will say that she did come on here and say that she doesn't think what's happening is okay to me. You
Who
know,
said that?
didn't you say that or am I wrong? Didn't you say you think it's wrong that people are talking about this, about my arrest and all that? That it was all over Facebook?
Oh no, I told you it was on Facebook, but
Oh, you don't
yes,
think
I
it's
think
wrong?
it's.
Okay, never mind. She doesn't
Oh,
believe it.
okay. Yes, I do think it's wrong. I
No, I'm
think it's
just, girl, you can believe
wrong.
what you want.
No, listen, Bree. Let me speak. Hold on. I think it's wrong for people. Love you too, girl. I think it's wrong for people to talk about people, but when I'm on Facebook, talk about my family and that sort of thing, and I run into Bree's picture of everything, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is that? I mean, really, it's like invading people's personal space.
Personal pride. Exactly. No.
I mean, everybody has. I mean, nobody's perfect. I just feel like I'm not even perfect. I mean, come on.
Girl, it's okay to. I mean, no, you be you, girl. Me, I'm always gonna stand very 10 toes deep on what I say, and wrong is wrong, right is right. But yeah, but Key, like, I don't know. I just think, Key, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't laugh. I mean, but that's we're not the same person. Like, I don't think it's I don't know. I don't enjoy, like, I don't see people like hurting like in a situation or like going through something and like I don't get enjoyment from it. I actually have a lot of empathy for people, even people that I cannot stand. And I almost hate this about myself sometimes because I'm like, oh, I don't want to have empathy for that person right now, but I just do. So I know, like, as much as y'all like to say, Brie, well, you didn't know, I know who I am, and I'm not that kind of person. So y'all can think that all you want. It does not offend me. I'm not. I would never do this to somebody. I wouldn't. So
Casey May's like, hi, I fell asleep and I woke back up. Casey.
Casey.
Um,
Ha 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 ha.
so I'm gonna say this, and I'm just gonna be honest with this. Key, I don't know you. I never have. And I've seen like different sides. It's like I have seen you on somebody else's life and you on somebody else's life, and then you would like destroy somebody and then destroy somebody, and then you would like try to connect with somebody, and it's just
Who?
like I don't think I would want Key up on my life. I'm just saying.
Listen,
Oh, and Kimberly, like, you're full of
I'm
shit.
just being
So,
honest. I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm not saying no disrespect or anything, but I've just seen both sides of Key, and I'm not saying anything bad about Key. And I'm just like, I've seen this side, and then in the middle, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, because why have an argument? You know what I mean?
y'all are so weird. Gypsy has never called me her acquaintance. Y'all, do you want to be Gypsy's friend, Kimberly? Do you want me to call? You want me? Oh, Christy. So Gypsy
Yeah.
said I'm an acquaintance of her. Can you?
That's news to me because she always said like
Yeah,
one of her
it's
best
so
friends.
weird. Kimberly, look, I'm gonna message you, okay, and maybe we can have like a tea party, me, you, and Gypsy, okay? Will that make you happy?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Yes. Made me
I want to
happy.
go to the tea party.
We're gonna have a tea party. Bring your Oh, look at Casey May. You can come. You can bring your your whatchamacallits. What
Oh,
the fuck are they?
Casey May is always welcome. I love
What are
that
they
girl.
called? What are they called?
You should post pictures of your friendship bracelets to prove it.
Yes. Wait, what is it? Oh my god. Casey May, what are those fucking dolls you have?
No,
Labubu.
no, Casey May,
Labubu.
no, no voodoo dolls, no.
No, La Boo Boos.
No, they're
Labu- I
Labubus.
cannot stand those. They're so ugly. They're
You can come
voodoos.
too. Bring your La
No,
Boo
I'm
Boos.
not
sorry.
voodoo.
It's the
Not
new voodoo dolls.
Well, I have a stress
No,
La Boo Boo and I love that thing and I'm hoping I don't break it because I've been
God.
squeezing that
not
bitch.
voodoo.
I've been choking that bitch out.
Labubu.
Tina
I was
Lewis.
squeezing. I was
Hold
squeezing
on.
that La
Stick
Boo
a pin
Boo.
in it. He's done. Also didn't believe, hold on, an abuse victim? What?
What?
What does that mean? I don't, whatever.
You're
Yeah,
not coming up.
fuck off.
So forget it.
Maybe who said that? Blanche also didn't believe in abuse victim.
I don't know what that means. Blanchard. I don't know.
Blanche alone.
Whatever. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care if I don't know, right? Wait, hold on. If I don't know, I don't care.
I don't know. No, we're talking about one subject at a time, y'all.
I know, right? It's like, ugh.
I don't know. Maybe he and Bree need to
There's
have
my
a
Casey
one-on-one
May.
conversation.
Yeah. You see how
You know?
those go.
Tried that earlier.
And you know how it ended? And I'm telling you, I don't know how else. It ended with me on a panel basically getting yelled at all like for 3 hours. But
Okay, Sabri. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay?
Starlight's disrespectful
Yeah.
ass.
yeah.
We
So,
didn't get Jeanette
Bree.
to DJ at the tea party.
Yeah. So, Bree, I'm gonna be honest with you,
There.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you got arrested. Woohoo. Okay. Who hasn't? Okay.
Me?
And it doesn't matter what you got
Some
arrested
people have.
for. I have family members that
A lot of people have. I get what you're saying. So
yeah, so who gives a F? I mean, fuck. I mean, I
No,
tried.
you know what? It's not that. What I care. What bothers me is the fact that I was just trying to get audio and like video footage of me like in a like literally having basically a panic attack, hysterically crying, like to put on the internet because she thinks like some people like to hear people cry, you know? I don't. I think it makes me sad actually, but some people laugh at it. So that it's more like, why do you want to humiliate somebody? And no, maybe I shouldn't be humiliated by it. I'm only a human being. But also when you have the whole world, I mean, not the whole world, but a lot of people across the world watching it. And then, like I said a little while ago, sometimes it's not just about me. Like my mom, when she sees this shit, like my mom sometimes can't even sleep at night because she just is like thinking about me and like not about me doing rugs. And I got to keep on making that clear, but about people doing what they do to me. And like, she always just worries about me. Like, she's always like, are you okay? I'm like, yes. Like, she's always, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But, my mom knows I'm a strong person, but that's still like my mom, you know? That's the shit that pisses me off when I have to hear my mom and I'll text her like 2 o'clock in the morning thinking she's sleeping, but if I forgot to tell her good night, I'll be like, good night, love you, 3 kisses. I always have told her that. And she'll be up still. And I'm like, why are you up? Nothing. And I know why she's up. She's up because she's either watching shit, which she shouldn't be doing, or she's like thinking, like worried about me. Like, that's sad to me.
Oh.
I'm not looking at the screen, but if Key's still in here, Key, I hope you start getting better. Drink some, like suck on a lemon wedge. It's gonna help your voice. It does.
Yeah, I think and I don't want to hurt nobody. I mean, I love everybody, you know, but when it comes to the truth, I don't know. And I don't know Key, but I don't mean to upset her, but what she says sometimes on live, and I have to like overpass her. Like when I hear her talking, on live, and it's like she invites me, and I'm okay with that, but and I'm gonna be honest, but I can't listen to all the negativity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to overpass her, and it's like and then I hear her talk about bad about somebody, and then I hear her talk about somebody else. But it's not only her. It's not only her. It's like other people too. You
I think
know,
Key has a good heart. She just has to
she
dig deep
does.
down. I mean, I don't have nothing against Key.
Had a better heart when she was around better people.
She
And I'm
got
gonna
a
mute.
lot against you, Christy. A lot.
I never
Yeah,
heard it.
so that's why we don't
He's
want
like,
her up here. She
he's
said a
like
lot of
in
I
crazy
never
vet.
heard
shit
her
about
say
you.
Wait,
anything.
hold on.
She says a
have.
lot of shit about
He's
you, girl.
he's
Key, you
like
do?
in vet who? I don't even know you. I have proof of it on my
Thank you,
He always
Hazel.
says that. Don't worry.
I mean, really?
He always
I have
forgets
to
people.
see it.
I mean,
Oh
I
no,
don't
she
hate
does.
Key.
She definitely does
I
talk.
don't hate
I mean, but
Key.
she
I don't
does talk
even
about
know
me too.
her.
And then she like says, "No, I don't." Casey, you don't think we really like? I have a spot for Key as much as I don't want to. Like I do, but like Key was a better person when she was around better people. I said what I said.
You know, I'm
Right.
going to
And
say this real
I
quick.
don't know Key. I don't hate her. I don't nothing about Key. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say
I
this real quick,
yeah.
real quick. If anybody that talks crap about me, I don't really give two shits, okay? I would probably be the first one there to want to help them if something went crazy in their life because I know how it feels. But that's who I am. That's the way I am made. My mother raised me right. And
God.
I would never, say, oh, good for you. I would be like, I'm here if you need to talk. I've been what you've been through. It's not fun. Just know I got your back. If you need to talk, if you need
You're
to,
a good
whatever,
person.
But
Right.
That's because you're a good
that's
person.
just
I mean,
me. That's just
I
how
don't
I'm
like the
made.
way Key
right, and I
talks to
don't know her
Joanne either.
personally. I don't know her personally, and I think she's like I've heard her a couple times, and I'm like I don't think she's a bad person.
He has it
But
in
then
her to be a
again,
good person.
I'm not saying she's like the only one, but everybody says things they don't mean, at the time,
Yeah.
at the
Oh, yeah. When
moment.
you're in a
I
heated
mean, come on.
and your emotions are
Right.
whack, that's why I kind
Yeah, Key might change her mind in
Say
6
it
months.
every
Who knows?
day. You
of,
mean it.
Yeah,
look,
this is the thing. There
I,
was a time when Key used to be able to like she's never disrespected Dee Dee, but there was a time when she was able to like have feel for Dee Dee, but also have empathy for Gypsy, and not just like that, but there was also a time when she was able just to like. I remember, man, right? Remember when she used to come on here and be like, "Man, y'all need to stop doing this. Y'all need to open up your Bible." She wasn't even about this drama. Like she was at that point where she didn't even want. Like whenever drama would start, she'd be like, "Yo, no, let's start." Like she would always try to be like a mediator almost, and it's like
I'm
I
not trying to
feel like
gaslight you, Key. I'm not.
It's been a
she always
good
says
moment.
gaslight. Don't worry, that's our favorite
Well,
word. Don't
I look
worry.
down and I saw it, and I don't want
No,
her to think I am
yeah,
because I
no.
don't have anything
Christy, that
really
is her
bad to
favorite
say.
word. I can
Well,
say I bought a piece of chocolate today, and she'd be like, "You're gaslighting me. Don't
oh, you
worry.
see, I
Literally.
wouldn't know that.
Literally.
Don't worry,
Uh,
boo."
Perfect example.
I wouldn't know because like I said, I don't go watch anything that's about me or my family. I don't go searching for it or anything. I just don't. I don't, if you hate me that much,
So
why are you
unfair.
spending your time and energy on me? Because if
Right.
I don't like you, I'm not going to look for anything about you. Because I just don't like you and I don't care. If there's good or if there's bad about you, I don't care.
Well,
Hmm.
the thing I am is like if I don't know you, well, I can't dislike you.
Right.
But and I'm not gonna bring up Gypsy, but I mean, I'm a pro Gypsy, and what she did
You
was
are?
wrong, and I understand that.
I didn't know you
You
were
know what I
pro
mean?
Right. I don't
But you
condone
know
what she
what?
did
That's
either,
a
but I
whole different
understand.
situation. That's a whole different situation. That's my problem, what I believe, and I'm not gonna bring that to the
You know,
table.
I don't. I
You know
think
what
a
I
lot of
mean?
people don't think she should have. I think a lot of people agree with
Exactly.
you. Yeah.
And I mean, and I'm gonna tell you right now, between Chrissy and Bree, nobody will ever know the truth except for Gypsy.
Right.
Right.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, no, for
nobody will
sure.
ever know the truth but Gypsy and Dee
And that's
Dee.
why I
I'm
think
just
Gypsy
saying.
has finally reached a point in her life where she truly is just
Yes.
like seeking peace, and she's okay
And she's trying
with,
to change. She wants
yeah.
to change for the better.
That's what I'm
Yes. I
saying.
Mhm.
If
believe that.
you know, people want.
Mhm.
I don't get it when people like want to see somebody fail instead of succeed. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
it
I'm telling
it
you,
blows my mind
angry,
that
miserable
people have that
people.
mindset.
But you have to think of two different sides though, you guys. Okay? So I would like to see people succeed than fail. But what if that was your family? You know what I mean?
Right,
What if
right.
that
Well, that's
was I
not
mean
any of these
it's
people's
like two
family,
different
though.
sides of it. You know what I
I know, but
mean?
that's not
I
any of
mean
these people's family, though.
Right. It's
exactly.
like
Exactly.
If
does
anything, it's
it
Gypsy's family, right?
like
You know,
does it
because
Right.
involve you personally? Did it
Right.
affect your life personally?
but I will say this: anybody who
Right.
watched videos that was supposed to be redacted and sat there and looked at Gypsy's private areas, I don't want to be around you
Oh,
anyway
I didn't
because
watch
y'all are
none of that.
gross. Y'all are gross. Just saying. Like the people on the
Yeah.
live today that was just like straight up admitting that they watched clips that Green County, and I get it, Green County fucked up, but like how would you not want to respect? Like that is another woman. Like
What
y'all are
happened?
women. Y'all
I
like
guess I
oh,
wasn't on
there's
there. I was
videos.
working.
There are
I was
videos that
working.
Green County, and it's Green County's fault, no one else's, but Green County.
Mhm.
There was videos that they didn't redact that literally show Gypsy's vagina, okay? And like literally,
What?
like yes, and people
What?
like videos they're not supposed to have, and these people are talking about them like they're watching them. Grown women who have a vagina and wouldn't want their vagina being shared all over the internet are literally watching it, talking about her head, whether she has pubic hair or not. It's disgusting. Y'all are disgusting, and I don't want those people around me. Trash.
Literal See, I could
Right.
ask them to let you up, but it's not my live.
Who? Ooh.
He
Ooh.
she was
Listen.
asking me to, let
Yeah,
him
let
up.
her
No,
up. I
this
mean,
no,
really.
no.
This is not my live. I'm not in
I
control.
mean, if as long as you don't disrespect, I
No,
mean, I
listen,
don't see
listen.
why
Can I
not.
talk, Blanche? Blanche, can I
Go
talk?
ahead.
No,
Yes,
I
please.
have seen her on plenty of panels over the last
Okay.
week and plus talking mad, mad, mad shit about Christy.
Shit.
Okay,
Okay.
so we're not letting her up here to run her
Okay.
mouth the way she always does. No, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
that
If
makes
that
if
sense.
happens,
he
Yeah.
I'm out.
talks bad about me, then
She does.
that's something she has to
Well,
face one day,
then
not me.
let her sleep on it, right? Let her sleep on it,
I
right?
don't know you,
I've
so
never said one bad thing about Key. Never.
What?
I never will.
don't worry, Christy. We never either, you know. And so she's, there was a time when we were like begging her to like, what is going on? Why? Yeah. So no, we were very kind to her.
Oh well,
So I
Kaz,
don't
I'm
know
gonna call you
Key. I
tomorrow.
don't know Key, but I mean, I've heard it a couple times, but I had to turn her off because I don't know, just a lot of drama. So
See, I can't believe
I
you're
don't
going to
do a lot
sit
of
here and
drama.
lie, Key.
Oh my god.
You don't sit here and lie, and then you're going to say you were asleep, you just woke up. No, you didn't. You were on Petty's live, streaming this live.
No, it
Oh
was
no.
and they were.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my
It was
god.
it was He's live, but they were streaming.
Yeah, exactly. It was
Oh,
Petty's
thanks,
live.
Lady
Oh, who
Morbid. I
does
don't know if I've
that? What?
seen her, but thank you.
It's okay.
Wait, Tina Louise, what do you mean now you flip, Blanche? Because she sees both sides?
Hold
Y'all
on.
need to stop being adults and
Wait,
let
hold on,
people
hold on,
like
hold
believe
on.
what they want.
We're
Do
not
you
in
know?
high school.
I think I'm starting to get sick of the word flip. How about it's people following their own, like, I don't know, mind and opinion and thoughts?
Where'd you read that at? Where'd you
Oh,
read that at? Hold
yeah,
Earlier,
like
on.
you flip. I guess because you said like you don't
Hold
condone
on.
the mass murder, but like I think you said pro gypsy, like you want her to do good and like blah blah blah. Because God forbid you want somebody to succeed and move on and heal. God forbid that. But
Wait, where'd you read that at?
I don't know. It's in the chat. Somebody said you flip, Blanche.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah,
looking.
some adults don't realize that you can
I just want to know who
actually
did it because
change your mind. Tina Louise.
I want to be able to approach them. That's who I am.
Tina Louise. You might not even know them. Some of these people
I
don't
don't
even.
know Luis.
You probably don't. You probably don't.
Okay, so Luis. I'm not saying I'm pro gypsy or post. I don't whatever you want to call it.
You're pro move the fuck on, probably. Right?
Yeah. So Bree and Christy and Sheena and everybody else is not her problem. Okay. What I believe is my beliefs. Okay. But I don't have to involve all these people. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not going to involve them. What I believe is my beliefs. It doesn't mean I'm a flip flopper. And if you want to believe that, then go ahead and believe it. Okay, that's all I have to say.
You like ban that word from our vocabulary because like it's really
But
like can we
never
normalize
used
people like growing and changing their mind,
I
or not
mean-
even changing their mind, maybe like having different perspectives or respecting other people's opinions,
Opening it.
or
it doesn't matter. I mean,
It's just
everybody's
opening your
entitled to their own opinions. I mean, really. I mean, who's gonna
Exactly.
punish us? Who's gonna
exactly.
punish us?
I just hate the word flip flop. You flip flopped like didn't a lot of y'all at one point were pro Gypsy? So doesn't that mean that y'all flip flop too? Like a lot of y'all always said, well, when Gypsy first came out, I supported her. That means you're a flip flopper too, I guess. Like, I just think that term is so silly. Like people change their mind, or people grow, or people, and it's not even as you necessarily change your mind.
Yeah.
You just feel like you have beliefs and you feel like they're yours, and like you don't feel like you need to attack someone for theirs.
Right. And I don't have to like Gypsy.
Exactly.
You know, to
I mean,
like
'cause I don't
you
know her
guys,
either,
to like
you know,
you and
that's-
Christy and whoever. I don't have to like her. That's my opinion. You know,
Right.
I don't have to.
Well, you were supposed to make that clear. You're supposed to, whenever you go on a live, you have to say, I hate Gypsy. Yeah, that's like the magic, that's the password. You forgot to say that. So,
Okay, is there a password? Give me the code, okay?
no, it's
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, seriously, people, come on. I mean, seriously, do you have that much hate in your heart? I mean, seriously, what I feel for Gypsy is my own personal opinion. I used to do content on her, but I deleted everything because it's my personal opinion. Bree, what she thinks about Gypsy is her personal opinion. What the fuck you gonna do to me?
Right.
I mean, seriously.
Exactly. I think it's about let's just respect. Like I have many friends who or like whatever they want to call acquaintances, friends, who knows, I don't know these days. But I have many people that I really care about a lot in this community that are not pro Gypsy, and we don't talk about Gypsy, but we support each other and other things, and we are just kind to each other, and that's normal. Whenever I talk about this, it's so weird because I'm saying something like, we are nice and we're kind. Like it shouldn't be something that is like, can y'all believe that? That should be normal.
Just like Petty Betty said, my mind on Gypsy stays the same. That's exactly how I am. But I'm not gonna look at Bree and say, Bree, and talk negative. Or Christy, and I talk negative. That's my actions. That's my prerogative. It's not their problem. You know what I mean?
Half of what she says is real. The other half is all fantasy. Oh, Kimberly, you already talked to Gypsy? You already know. How do you know the other stuff she says? You know, if she makes a video that's 2 minutes long, even every other day, do you know how many minutes are in a day? So how would you know what she spends half of her time saying? Like, how would you know half of it's fantasy if like you only hear her like 2 minutes, maybe a day?
Right. And Bree,
that's really like,
and Bree, you don't know. And Christy, you don't know.
No,
but they make it your problem.
Oh,
Everybody
do I know
makes it your
today?
problem.
Yes, I do. I hear Gypsy talk a lot more than 2 minutes a day.
Yeah.
So I know if what she's saying. What is fantasy that she says right now? What is fantasy right now? Like, oh, do you not believe that she has a baby or something? Like, like, God, these people are. When people, I just like when the whole live earlier was basically people being like, I just feel bad for Brie. They don't. The same people are in lives tonight, laughing at me, but they feel bad because they just feel like Gypsy's just like. That video she made today was so horrible towards me. I don't see how, but and Gypsy's such a bad friend to me, and I go so hard for her, but she's not. How do these people know, like what kind of friendship I have with
They
Gypsy?
don't know what Gypsy does behind the scenes. They expect her to do everything,
which is where it matters the most.
Camera,
These people
But
seem to forget that.
Gypsy has helped more people than people
I
realize.
started saying I'm anti-stupidity. That is cute.
Yeah. Anti-ignorance.
Seriously, that's all of us. I mean, really.
Right.
It's just sad that you have to dislike somebody and you have to dislike everybody else. You know what I mean?
Well, that's because they follow it.
Exactly,
They're not
Aubrey.
readers.
That's a paranormal.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's stupid. Stupidity.
Like Starlight. Okay, so Christy, you know how Gypsy recently, you know how she had like when she first cut her hair after it was fried, like she had that the bangs more in the front, but then recently to like get the bob to grow out evenly, like she cut it like cut
Yeah,
it
she
cut
had
it.
to. Yeah.
Okay, well Starlight is like, come on, she thinks I'm lying about that. I'm like, why am I lie about
No,
that?
why?
And I don't
Why?
even know who Starlight is.
That
So
that
I
would
don't know who a lot of
Oh well, no, because Gypsy just is doing what she's always done because she's the one that shaved her head when she
that
was
would be the
growing up.
most ridiculous thing to lie about.
Right, exactly. So they're laughing at me up there, like if I'm the one being ridiculous. Like y'all are saying that Gypsy was shaving her head as a child on her own, like she was the one doing it. Don't you? That's a little ridiculous for one,
Dumb.
But
and for
you have to
two,
remember,
she's allowed to cut her hair.
the only one who knows that truth.
No, Blanche. Okay,
Is
there's some
Gypsy.
things that we're just okay. So you think a 6-year-old was shaving her own? Come on, Blanche. Like
No.
let's be no. Okay, there's some things that are just like common sense.
That's what I'm
But
saying. It's like between Gypsy and her mom, so we don't really know the truth.
no, I feel
Nobody
like
knows
some
No,
things.
Gypsy would have never shaved her head
I
as
feel like
younger. She wanted to
6-year-olds,
be a
even if
teenager
let me
and
tell
live
you,
life.
6-year-olds, okay, 6-year-olds don't get to make decisions like that, and their mom just be like,
Right.
okay, you can do that. Like, no, we're not gonna look at y'all can say whatever y'all want about Gypsy 17, 18, 19, 20, but what we're not gonna do,
Wait.
because I will allow people to have different opinions about her as an
Wait.
older adult, but like at 6 years old, we're not gonna say that Gypsy caused anything that was happening to her at 6 years old. I'm
Okay.
not saying this towards you. I'm
I
saying this
didn't
in
know
general.
she had her head shaved at 6 years old. So
Oh, girl.
No, I mean she had
That's
her
a
head
lie.
below her, right above her ears. Like she's never had her entire life. She's never had her hair longer than her ears.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that never. She's never had long hair until she was in prison.
I did not
And
know that.
that is her. Like what she does. You know, there was. You straight out of context. Do you know that she counted that Gypsy in the last 2 years has 34 different hairstyles? Who gives a fuck? Like that's so.
I
Like
don't think she had
that's content. That
34.
is
Random.
news.
So
That should
random. Yeah.
that should be on the news, like on TV. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck mainstream
Right.
media, right? And you know, some of these. The thing is, when I was looking at the pictures, because Becca Scoops posted some of them, some of these aren't even different haircuts. They're just like she might have had like a
Style
piece
different.
curled. That's like a style. Like you don't wear your hair different. Like I know people that do all kind of different hairstyles without cutting their hair either, but they counted every single like 30. She said like 34, 32. Like you went through like from the beginning and like count it every time Gypsy had her hair different. Like, can you imagine? I promise you, especially as women, if your entire life you never had your hair past your ears, the moment you get to do whatever the fuck you want with your hair, you're gonna have different hairstyles. You are. You're gonna have freedom with it. You're gonna show. It's a way that you can express yourself. She never got to do that. Her hair was always up to her ears or shorter. So what that to me is normal that she would have a bunch of different hairstyles. And guess what? It would be normal even if she never went through that because women do that. Like,
Right.
so the
We
fact that
women.
people make content out of that is crazy.
If you want to wear your hair straight one day, you can. If you want to wear it in curls, you can. If you want to
That's like freaking Haiti Joyce. She made a
put
video. She's
highlights
like,
in it, you can.
she's like,
Look,
Gypsy,
You
why
have to
haven't you been
remember,
wearing your
though.
wigs?
You have to remember though that life changes. So we want to go with what everybody else is doing, and I'm like that.
Yeah, and I think Gypsy's just been experimenting. Like, she never got to, like, like, okay, that's one thing, like, most of us girls, us women, can say, like, we've gone to Sally's or a beauty store and got dye and dyed our own hair or did something with our own hair. Even if it's, like, most, that's normal. But when Gypsy did it, everybody was like, oh, my God, it was content. Like, Gypsy's dyeing her hair. Oh, my God, she's going to fry it. Yeah, I fry my hair many a times. It's a thing that we do. It's just the type, like, that's like when she was wearing her wig every day, everybody's like, oh my God, Gypsy, oh, we got a wig. And now she hasn't been wearing them. She's just been owning herself. And people's like, Gypsy, why are you taking off your wigs? Like, and Haiti Joy, she made a video. She's like, I don't know. Like, I mean, the pixie, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I prefer long hair. Well, it's a good thing you're not her. It's a good thing you don't have to worry about it because it's not your head.
Fucking
But
weirdo.
yeah. Girl, I
Bree,
saved this video because y'all gotta listen to it. It's insane. It's legit crazy. Oh, when
Bree
people
stirred something up for Kimberly. Kimberly thinks that Bree just reported her.
report her for what? I don't
Girl,
even.
you're not even paying attention to the chat.
How
Like,
can you report? So you can report somebody in the comments. I didn't even know that.
I
Who
didn't know
is
that
that
either, but
anyway?
she
Who's
claimed she
Kimberly?
reported her.
who the fuck knows? Nobody
Kimber-
fucking knows. Nobody
Kimberly's
cares.
the one that thinks she knows Gypsy from
I
because she
don't know
watched a 2-minute
Kimberly.
video.
I don't know Kimberly, so
Y'all know what's my favorite? When I like before I think Gypsy even got out on Mia's TikTok, when people would, tell in the comments like, I watched everything there was about Gypsy. I read everything. I know everything about her, and then would ask Mia if they had the same mom.
That makes sense.
I cannot. I cannot.
So
you
many
know,
times,
I
y'all.
praise Mia.
I hate it
I praise
here.
Mia because Mia, she is so responsible, and she's like, she wants to stay out of the drama, and it's not like she doesn't mention Gypsy for a reason. It's not like she mentions her. I mean, she does it because it's her life,
Yeah, she wants to be
and
her own person.
exactly.
Well,
And that's what Mia is all about, and that's I mean, Mia is wonderful,
I know we did a
and
great job.
she really is. But then again, once it comes to Gypsy, that's not Mia's problem.
Right. It's not.
You know what I mean? And so she concentrates on her life and not Gypsy's. I mean, that's just the way. I mean, that's just. It doesn't matter what sibling it is. That's the way it should be.
Right.
And I don't know. I just think so many people are not informed on trauma, and it's actually it's really it's I don't know. I feel like people should be, and this isn't even a dig. Like it's not like ignorance. Sometimes like it's not like I said. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you're ignorant. But that's just like when she got a nose job. People's like, oh, she definitely wasn't abused if she can get a nose job because all the medical. Like, what do you mean? Like, do you? Okay, a lot of people don't realize that the trauma for Gypsy, her trauma isn't walking into a hospital. Her trauma is not having autonomy over her own body, meaning she didn't like she's always wanted to have a nose job. She always wished that she could have one since she was 16 years old. So she did that for herself. Like she went into a hospital and she chose a surgery that she wanted for herself. Like that is completely different than going through all these medical things, whether it was necessary or not. Like we're not going to argue about that. But the point is people don't realize that the trauma was not having autonomy over her body.
No,
It's
but
not doctors. It ain't
she did
doctors that give her
tell
trauma.
me, like right before they took her for the surgery, they were wheeling her out, and she looked at me and she said, I am scared. And right after they wrote, I cried.
Right, because she's allowed to still have that, but it wasn't going to stop her though.
Right,
Like,
but it was something she wanted to do. But I mean, don't get me wrong, they give you I call it the Dr. Feel Good shot, before you go into surgery. And her mind went there for a second. Like she didn't even remember telling me that.
So, who's Kelbell? She's like, Blanche is still nasty. Nobody knows me. I mean, really?
he
I
doesn't know
kept
her.
quiet.
I don't know
Love
who
you,
that is.
Kelbo.
Who is that?
Well, Cowbell, she
I
said
don't
that she
know.
deleted all her.
Just ignore him.
Yeah.
Just
Are you?
No, I think well, I know Blanche said she
They've been
deleted all
listening to
her
you for
content.
years.
Right, T-Bose, it is fast and amazing.
But yeah, so for Gypsy, like that, her want to have to do something for
Crazy.
herself outweighed any kind of
Who is this
fear that she
girl?
could have.
Right.
And people don't understand that. Just like with her hair, people think, okay, if your hair is fried, like, I mean, you got to cut it. And this is the thing. It wasn't, it's less, I'm not saying that having a bald head, it wouldn't be traumatizing, but it's less her having short hair and more her being able to
Sheena, you good?
choose
You wanna
what she
go?
wants to do with her hair.
Right.
That's the
Mhm.
difference. And
know
a
how
lot
many
of people
times I
don't
told that
realize that trauma
child?
is different
I
for
know.
everybody.
How many times I told that child, you're going to fry your freaking hair. Quit. You're going to fry your
We
hair.
all do it, right?
Stop.
Where she fried her damn hair.
My husband's like, girl drama. You're up late. It's girl drama. I'm usually in bed by like 9 or 10.
Wait, why are you saying that to Lady Morbid? Do you need attention tonight? Lady Morbid's sweet.
Who's that? I don't even know who that is.
I was getting more out there.
Oh no, nothing with you. Wait, what about new
I
stories?
made nasty content. Please show me.
Oh my god,
Please.
y'all, guess who's in here? Man,
Megan.
where's Ryder? Remember that girl that came up in my live that day and she was like legit insane? She's in here. I think I want to say that's her, but maybe it's not.
Which one? We've had a few.
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
Right.
Man, Ryder would know. She came in my live that morning and she was like, "Oh, what was she saying?" She was like, "I really want to come up. Can I come up for a second?" And I thought it was gonna be like, she told me, she's like, "I don't want to get yelled at," and she ended up being insane. Like I wasn't yelling at all, but man, I don't remember.
Go ahead, Julie. Ask a question.
Okay, so this girl's like, hey, your friends and family are amazing, just not you. How's that sound? I'm like, okay, so hold on. Kel, are you sure you have the right person? No hate. And then hold on. Kelba's like, are you sure you have okay, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
You okay?
I'm never even on TikTok. I mean, seriously, I'll be on TikTok, but I don't really message unless it's positive. No. So please show me proof. Please. Please. I'm asking.
Oh, I think she's making the point. Your friends and family are amazing, just not you. I think I get
my family is amazing. I mean, I have
no. She's saying no. I know she's meaning like you're like praising, like you're talking about us and you're praising Mia and like dogging Gypsy when really you don't know any of them. You're just seeing what you see and like what you like. I'm guessing that's what cowbell means. I know that this is what I will say. I know that Mia. Like I can tell. Mia never told me this personally, but a lot of people, Mia, like I think people like that go on her page and like, oh my god, you're like the pretty one, or you're the successful one, or you're the smart one, or you're the better one. Like I don't know why
I wouldn't
people.
Say that,
no, I'm not saying you did, but it's always so weird. I'm not saying you did, but I don't like. Think about it. Do you honestly think that Mia takes that as a compliment? Like, I'm not saying you say that, but I see people do that all the time.
I'm sure she ignores it because I see it on.
Well, no, I know. I'm sure she does too. But I'm saying
because I'm like, friends with Mia, and I mean on her on her TikTok, and
I'm not saying she acknowledges it, but imagine having to see that.
I would never say anything about Gypsy. It's not about Gypsy. It's about her and her life. And her excitement. You know what? If she mentions Gypsy, then that's when people should say something. But
what do you mean they should? Why should they then either? I don't think that
exactly. It's about her life and her boyfriend and whatever she wants us you post about. You know.
This is the thing. The internet would never even allow. This is the sad part, the sad reality. And like I said, this is my opinion. Not saying it came from Mia, but like I feel like I can imagine. Like the sad thing is Mia. Even if Mia wanted, I'm not saying that she wouldn't do it because Mia is a very strong-headed person, you know. But like the internet doesn't allow anyone in Gypsy's life to say kind things about her without getting attacked. To be honest, so I don't blame Mia for like being very like. Not like she doesn't get involved in any kind of drama because there have been people from this community that have tried going even after her boyfriend, like, and they don't get involved in anything. So I'm glad that Mia does that for herself because people are really fucked up. Like it shouldn't be that way, to be honest. Like Christy, Mia, freaking Rod, any of them should be able to speak about anybody in their family and it be respected just like anybody. If I talked about anybody in my family, just because Gypsy is who she is doesn't mean that when a family member or a friend speaks about her, like we're obviously going to have a different opinion than other people about her. So like I wouldn't come on your family's page and be like, ew, she's the this one, she's that one. I think that is just such a disgusting thing that people do.
You know what really
they
sucks,
do it on my page too.
It doesn't matter who you are.
I hate that.
I've noticed that a lot of people like degrade people for they don't even know who they are, and they're going to degrade them for the person they hate. I mean, that's
they usually don't know that person either.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
Because
I'm
look,
just
at the end of the day, nobody that talks about Gypsy knows who she is today. Not really. Like y'all might know all the details about her past as much as y'all think y'all know, but like I don't know. I judge Gypsy by who she is right now, today. That's
I
what.
don't. I don't. When I look at Gypsy, I don't see that
Okay.
fragile girl that I
Nope.
saw, the first time after she was in Missouri arrested.
Even in the last 2 years, like the growth, like I wish I could even explain it to people, but it would be a waste of my breath. And no, I don't like nobody's owed that. Like Gypsy, man, I just think about like the first time like I talked to her or even met her until now. When I say and like that's what you want to see. Oh, sorry, I ate a good bit of it. That's what you want to see. Oh, after 2 years, you want to see someone growing. And when people think, oh, Gypsy and growing, yes, they're like, oh, she's always rebranding. You ever thought of like maybe 2 years, finally free for the first time, and she's out for 2 years. People are gonna change. That she's trying to find her place in this world. Like the people that think it's weird, she's rebranding again. You mean she's continuing to heal and grow? Because I
Yeah.
think that each rebrand, like they like to call it, is better and better. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I feel like every time she like is just like finding more of herself, I feel like it's becoming a better version each time. So if y'all want to look at that as a rebrand, well, I think it's brands rebrand all the time, right? And it's usually for better, right? So if y'all want to call it that, you could, but really it's called growth. It's called finding yourself. It's called growing, evolving, like the way that we got to, like most of us got to do our entire life. She's doing that now, like finding her true self, like without any type of people holding her down, without having any boundaries or anybody to hold her back. Most of us, I'm not saying all of us because I don't want to speak for all of us, but most of us have been able to do that for since we were a young teenager, when we really, when you really start to like find yourself and start to learn things about yourself, and really learn without any limitations. Gypsy truly has had that in 2 years. You don't think she's gonna change? You don't think there's gonna be things that are completely different from 3 months ago? Yeah, we had our whole life to do that. She's had 2 years. Like, calm down, y'all. Like, let her live her life. Like, her rebranding doesn't hurt you, if you want to call it that, rebranding. It doesn't affect your life. Her talking about Jesus, like, it's so weird. The negativity I've seen about Gypsy speaking, because people don't realize how like Gypsy surrounds herself, like she talks to people from her church. She like surrounds herself with people that are
Positive
very
people.
like positive people that have God, like God is like the center of their life. That is going to rub off on you. So what y'all are seeing is a piece of Gypsy's life that y'all don't see because it's in her private life. She hangs with people that are like that. So naturally that's going to grow to be a part of her, which is a positive thing. But you see, that's the
and
thing.
and
She
that's at the gypsy. And that's at the gypsy. I mean, I'm proud of her. I mean, for what she wants to do with her life, with God and everything. I mean, because I'm fully with that. But you know
Yeah,
what?
charity
That's
through
her life.
Christian
That's
causes
her
it.
life. That's her life. But as long as she don't put anybody else down, you know,
Which she
and
doesn't.
and she doesn't, and you fully, accountability or whatever. But everybody can change. I honestly believe people can change.
It's like people say she drags Dee Dee every day. What? She doesn't even talk about Dee Dee every day, but y'all do.
I don't. They say
Um,
I do. I like to see the
yeah,
I
respect.
know. Chrissy,
yeah.
I've never
You
seen
know,
you
if
say
it was
bad
my
things
mom,
about
I
Dee
would
Dee.
talk about her. If it was my mom, I would talk about her. It doesn't matter what happened to her. I would still talk about her.
Okay, she can talk about it. Doesn't mean she
Yeah,
has
we
no
do.
social
I mean,
media.
Gypsy and I talk
Because
about Dee
I
Dee, but
mean,
not
she
No.
did have
badly.
some good times with her. I
Well,
mean,
I
why
know, and she's
wouldn't we
spoken that. No,
mention her?
Blanche, what I'm saying is people say she gets on the internet and drags her mom every day. That's not true.
I didn't
She just
email Dee Dee.
That's not
We
true. That's
Facebook
not true.
message each other.
exactly, and that's annoying when people say that.
Yeah,
They're like, and
that's not true.
If you're in here, that's one thing that you always say. They come on here, dog, drag her mom. Wait, when? Gypsy doesn't do that. Gypsy has shared a beautiful memory that she had with her mom one time on a live.
Right. I
Like,
mean, there's a couple times that she did say that some, a couple of negative negative
she's
things,
allowed.
But she's
who
allowed to. That it
hasn't?
happened to her.
Who
Right.
hasn't?
You know.
Who
Right.
hasn't said anything negative
Right.
toward their
Who
parents?
hasn't?
I
And then
mean,
again,
seriously.
like Christy said, that was her life, so she's allowed to comment on
Yes,
it.
exactly. And you know what? Nobody has a perfect life. I've said some pretty bad things about my mother, but not, that bad. I'm just saying, everybody has, and she probably had a moment where
spoke
she
her
wanted to
truth.
express herself. You know what I mean?
In her opinion, she doesn't. Her mom wasn't the best mom, and she wasn't, despite what. And that was her mom, so she's allowed to say that. She
Right.
lived it.
It's like I could talk about my kids or my mom all I want, but don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
you know.
Because
But
she does actually not like when people.
I will honestly say to you guys, and I know this is like, and it might be, you can take this however you want to, but the way she did it was not acceptable, and she admitted it, and in court or whatever. And I've said, if she would just take accountability of what she did.
He
She
has.
does take accountability.
You know what I
I don't
mean?
understand that.
Accountability?
She takes
Right, but she
accountability.
did. Right, but she did admit what she did, and I understand that. But the only thing is that people are mad that she got a second degree, whatever.
Yeah, because that's they
Because,
took into account that she
but
was
she
abused.
did, and I will have to admit, in court, and I seen the videos, and she did admit what she did.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
Like,
in
her
the
taking
court took
accountability
it
is
how
serving
they
her
wanted.
sympathy.
Yes, and the court took it how they wanted to take it, and it's not Gypsy's decision to take it. You know what I mean?
Well, the judge, the prosecution saw
Yes,
all the
exactly.
evidence that
Yes.
people are looking at now. They saw. They
Yeah.
saw.
Right.
Everything.
Right. And they know she was part of it, but you know what? A
Right.
plea deal is a plea deal.
Yeah, the prosecution said that
Exactly.
they said that she should still be accountable for her crime.
Right, exactly.
But because of the mitigating
Mhm.
circumstances, because she was abused, they took into effect that they don't believe that she should be in prison for the rest of her life,
Right.
because her whole life was
Right.
taken from her too.
Well, another thing too is when you take a plea deal and you admit to something, it doesn't matter what you say.
No, it absolutely. A plea deal is not going to be
It
given.
doesn't. It doesn't matter what
No.
you say. When you
What do
take
you
a plea
mean?
deal, it doesn't matter what you say.
No, the reason you get a plea deal is because they don't just give plea deals for no reason. Like, the judge has to approve it, and they have to see that there's a reason. Like, the judge isn't going to approve for a second degree murder case and for it to be moved to that unless there's proof for that to be like, they're actually going to be like, hey, we want to give Gypsy 10 years. That's not how it works.
You do realize the judge does not know the case.
No,
They're
the
going.
judge
They're going
absolutely
off.
looks. No,
They are going off of what the prosecutor
nope,
and
that's not true.
No,
That's not true.
totally wrong.
That is wrong. You can ask Sheena. Sheena's a criminal. Like,
In
no,
this
Really?
case, it's wrong.
no. When you go to trial, that's something completely different. But when it comes to a plea deal, they have to give, like, the judge has to know that there is legitimate reason. They're not just, not just gonna be like, oh, they said that this is that. Oh, okay.
Maybe
They have
that's
to-
in that state because my uncle's a judge here in Kansas, and they
You can
go
look it
by
up.
what they go by what the attorneys say. They don't read. They don't take the time to read the cases.
I mean, they might not go over
It's a
every single
waste of
paper,
time.
but
They
listen to
go
what
by
you
what
just
the
said,
judge-
though.
They go by what the
Listen to
the
what you
attorneys
just said,
say.
though. They go by, listen to what you just said, though. They
They go
listen
by
to
what the attorneys say.
what the attorney says. Exactly. So they're here.
Yeah.
Like, you're saying it right there. You're just not understanding it the way that it is.
So when they go to court,
the attorney doesn't just say, we want to do a plea deal. They have to say why. They have to say why.
That's okay. So I know, but I'm just trying
I can
to
show
explain.
you. I can show you.
Yeah. No, I understand. I completely understand you. Trust me. I'm just saying that the judge doesn't want to take their time into reading into a case. So what they're going to do is
That's why it's the attorney's job to lay it out.
Right,
for them.
exactly. Yes, exactly. Yes, I
Right,
agree to that.
Blanche, you have to know the case.
The evidence has to be there.
Yes.
They don't
Yes,
just sign off
exactly.
on it just because a DA says so.
Right, exactly. I understand that. Yes.
That's what
Right.
I mean when like this is the thing that you don't have to like when it came to Gypsy's case especially like you can show that you could show because it wasn't just like people think Munchausen by proxy. That's not first of all that's not that's not a defense. You can't use that defense.
Actually, SMB explores. The judge does not look at the case because they listen to the attorneys. Trust me. It's
It is like them looking at the kid.
They do.
exactly,
It's their
exactly.
job
Yes,
to look at it.
they don't look at the case. It's the
I
Yes, they
guarantee
attorneys.
you,
do,
Judge
Blanche.
Holden
Yes,
looked at that case. I guarantee
that is the
you, Judge
reason
Holden looked
why
at that
they
case.
hire jurors.
No.
No.
No, you.
Mm.
Oh my,
No.
this is crazy.
If they
Mm.
hired jurors, that means that that Gypsy had a trial. Gypsy never had a trial.
Never did.
Because she had a plea deal.
Correct.
Blanche.
She had a plea
I'm
deal.
gonna shut up.
She wasn't in front of a jury. The only time she was in front of a jury is when she
Right.
went to help testify on Nick's
Exactly
behalf.
with Nick. Yes. Yes. Am I confused?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Jeanette,
We
am
are
I
human.
confused? Don't hate me, Jeanette. Don't hate me. I'm confused.
You had a blonde moment, girl.
I don't
Girl,
hate
I
you.
am
I'm just-
blonde.
I know.
So
I know. I just saw that.
I am
You-
blonde, so
you
it's okay.
You guys keep throwing up that plea deal thing. Let me ask you a question, Blanche.
Yes, go ahead.
So, you're in a life or death situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you defend yourself.
Okay.
And you unalive somebody.
Okay.
Now you
Doesn't
go
matter
to
if
court.
it's a stranger on the street or
Doesn't
your
matter if
relative.
it's right. It doesn't matter if it's a stranger on the street or a relative. Don't matter.
Okay.
You go in front of the judge or the whatever they are, okay? And they
Mhm.
come back to you and say, okay, we can get you a plea deal for 10 years, but if you don't take the 10 and if you don't take the 10 years, you're going to spend life if you don't take this plea deal. Which one are you going
Right.
to pick? Which one are you going to
10
pick?
years.
Thank you. Rest my case.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say though. I mean, I definitely take the 10-year.
Okay.
Yes. It's silent. It's so
No, I wanted to go get this so it could be
Comfortable
explained
silence.
the way that it needs to be explained because this is what a lot of people get confused with. Okay, so 100% like they obviously they know like all the details, okay? And then when it comes to the judge, now of course it's not going to show on my screen, so I'm going to pull it on my computer. I'm going to read it the way that it says it because it's way easier to like understand it because it's actually one of the most important parts of the plea deal is the judge's role.
Yes.
Like okay, so here's what it says, okay? It's literally one of the most important parts and of course oh wait.
I will have to say that the judge doesn't want
Has
to
to
hear
make
the
sure that
case.
the
It has
plea
to be. Go ahead.
the judge has to make sure that the plea is voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to make sure the defendant understands it
Mm-hmm.
and understands their rights. And then most importantly, you have to make sure that there is a factual basis for the plea, which means they have to be presented evidence. So no, do they go through every single page like a prosecution? No, but they are given
Get the highlights.
This is
Yes,
the thing.
the
In order for
highlights.
Gypsy to get a or just key points, that in order for Gypsy to get a plea deal,
Right.
like the prosecution had to prove that there was
Right.
abuse, which means that if they even if they find one page of evidence proving that she was abused, which they plenty more than that, all they have to present that to the judge. So the judge
Right.
absolutely seen facts that Gypsy was abused in order to give her that plea deal. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like, so
the
the
plea
judge
deal goes based off what Nick said because Nick pleaded guilty.
no, the plea deal came
no,
before
no,
that.
no.
Okay, no,
No.
okay,
Nick didn't
okay. I'm
say
confused.
anything.
I didn't. Okay, I'm
Oh,
confused.
no, that's okay. That's
No.
okay. She didn't know.
That's
Okay,
okay though, but
her,
you're just gonna
his
correct
case
him.
wasn't even like his case didn't come until 2 years after, so he was
Right.
still like never even. No, her plea deal had no like nothing to do with Nick. She didn't have to even testify for him. She voluntarily did that. It had no stipulations, nothing. Like it was the like the evidence against the evidence of abuse was so strong that they like, and that's why it's so crazy that people like she wasn't abused. Like y'all, I don't think people understand. Like it was so strong that they did not. They needed to be no stipulations. She didn't need to like give up anything. Like I mean, they were both after like Gypsy met with her lawyer and stuff. I know people think that only Nick was on. No, Gypsy told the same story to her lawyer. Like once she had a lawyer, like the same thing that y'all hear, the story that we all know is the same story that they both told eventually. Now, did Gypsy try to, like most people do when they're guilty, try to like get out of it? Of course,
Hell
like who
yeah.
wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Who
But
wouldn't?
once she had a lawyer, she absolutely told him the details just like Nick did. And like as far as the abuse, like once Mike started digging, like I have all of Mike's notes, like literally at my house. I've seen like the breakdown of him going through this case. And like he went through a lot of things and he had to compile that stuff and he had to put it all together. And he had to prove with factual, like it had to be, in order to get a plea deal, you have to show factual basis. They don't just like give plea deals. Like, oh, we're gonna nail Nick to the cross, so we want to give her a plea deal. No, they didn't know what was gonna happen with Nick yet. This was in 2016. It wasn't until 2018 or the end of 2017. I'm forgetting one of those two. But anyways, so in 2016, like Mike gathered this stuff together, and it wasn't just medical. There was abuse of there was proof of abuse through isolation. There was proof through medical. There was proof through emotional, mental, stunting her as like, she was what, 20 something years old. And she like her mind at that time was definitely nowhere near that because her mom stunted her in that way because of the way that she raised her and made her act and do things. So they had to prove all those things. Like she went through psychological testing. She went through all of that. And then they went through medical records. They used like like friends that was around them, family members. I mean, shoot, I was hanging out things, even though, like I said, I'm done with Gypsy content, but I cannot not move on without finally, we always talk about the things that people think Gypsy lied about. No, I'm going to make a video telling every single lie Dee Dee ever told. And I have this stuff hanging on my wall right now because I'm not serious about it. Because after this, I'm done. And like, y'all should see the amount of papers I already have. And I have stacks and stacks and stacks to still go through. Like, it's actually insane. Like, one thing, like her mom said that Gypsy was paralyzed since birth and had cerebral palsy. Do you know that's literally like the two cannot exist with each other? And doctors didn't even catch this, which is sick. The doctors are at a lot of fault for letting this fall through the cracks too. Don't get me wrong, but
Dee
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 also killed
still
off her dad and
lied.
Rod's dad
Right.
in
Dee Dee
medical
But I
still
do
lied.
remember like there was like a part in the documentary that something about that Mike was saying something about like if they would have lost, she would have got life.
No, she was looking at it. So he said a lot of people
Because
twist that.
he didn't have anything to go against it, so
No, that's
they
not what
had
he
to do a
said.
plea
That's
deal.
not what he said. All Mike said in
Oh.
that, all Mike said, like, it's okay. It's because people regurgitate things.
Well, it's okay. I'm just trying to learn this.
I know. I promise, girl. I promise you're good. All Mike said when he was outside the courtroom is that, we're really happy with this because they got to tell you we're really happy with this. She was she was facing life in prison. Facing life in prison, does that mean she's guaranteed life in prison? If she would have went to trial, there's a chance she could have been totally acquitted. She could have like walked out like totally free. We don't know that. The prosecution chose this for a reason. Don't you think if they thought for a fact, like, don't you think the prosecution, if they really thought that they could get her to like in prison for the rest of her life, that they would have just taken it to trial? They didn't for two different reasons. One, they knew that this was going to secure a conviction because she was definitely going to serve time. She was definitely going to serve the time for her crime. And they wanted her to at least serve time because she still committed the crime no matter what happened to her. Okay, that's for one. And for two, they didn't want her to go to jail for the rest of her life because even the prosecution saw the evidence that she had been abused since she was a baby, an infant. She had went through abuse her entire life, and they didn't believe that she deserved to go to prison for the rest of her life. She deserved to actually have a life outside of prison one day. But they still know that she committed a crime, and you know it's against the law. You commit a crime, you serve the time. So they
Right,
felt like
right.
this was a win for even them. This was a win for the prosecution because there was a chance that they took this to trial. The jury could have felt so much empathy for her and so much sympathy that they could have completely like wiped that out.
Let her
Like she
walk.
could have just walked out free, and that would have been a loss for the prosecution. So this was
Right.
also a win. So that's all Mike said was she was facing life in prison. That doesn't mean
Okay,
yeah,
that's
she
what
was.
that's what I
Yes,
heard.
that's what he said. And I know a
That's
lot of
what I
people
heard.
twist that, but she was facing life in prison not because he didn't have anything. Mike had more than he needed. Like
Way more.
way more, like I'm telling you, I've read through most of Mike's notes. Like I've probably been, it's interesting actually. Like sometimes when the medical gets a lot, because I'm not a medical professional, so I'm researching a lot while I'm looking through them. Mike's notes, you can understand them more because it's just a person talking, and he doesn't even, there's a lot of these things that he has questions about, and it's actually very interesting, like seeing Mike kind of like make notes as he's like learning this too for the first time. And there's so many things people say wrong about Mike, like about like the Munchausen by proxy thing. Like he came up with that. Like what? Mike saw that in her medical records. That's why that was like it's written in her medical records and in her DFS report. Not only was her mother reported from a hospital to DFS for suspicion of Munchausen by proxy, but 2 different doctors even noted it in her medical records that there's a strong possibility for Munchausen. No, one said strong possibility for Munchausen by proxy. Another person noted about her mom being like not a good historian. That mother always speaks like there's comments from doctors like that all throughout her notes. Like
What's the name of the girl, the lady that had Munchausen, and it was in Missouri, and it was her little boy, and he passed away because she was putting salt in his organ.
what's his name? What's her name?
Y'all need to watch the story about her and what she did.
Well, that's a real victim,
And
Christy,
that
because he died.
exactly, and that is what what's her name, Lacey?
Yes.
What Lacey did to her son
Wait,
is
and
exactly
died
what
though,
Dee Dee
right?
did to Gypsy.
Right. And he never did. He never died though.
Yes,
Oh, he did die?
he did.
Oh,
I think it
didn't
was the
hear about that
same
one. Okay.
year. I think it was in 2015.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, Lacey Spears. Look it up. And y'all, I watched it not that long ago. And,
I want to watch that now.
when I watched it, I'm like, oh my God, if people would watch that, that's exactly what Dee Dee did. Pulled her away. Like Lacey pulled, her son away from family, from, it was insane.
Right, I was about to say, make sure you specify what you mean, because they're going to be like, well, Dee Dee didn't put salt in her,
No, right. I mean, I'm
Right.
talking about Lacey Spears here. And
Yeah, no, you're talking about the
I don't
other
know about that
things.
case.
the
I
other
don't
little
know about
boy.
Just said.
Yeah, the other little boy. I forget. Sorry, his name starts with a G, I think.
Exactly right. Anyone that goes to trial and risks the max
That is so
sentencing.
sad.
I mean, it was heartbreaking, and I watched it just a few months ago. I might have to look and see. I think it was on
See,
HBO, and it's a series of different people that did different things to their kids,
What you mean, Casey? I don't think that Rod always speaks about how he thought Dee Dee was such a good mom because she said, why didn't Rod take the opportunity to discuss Jip then when he spoke to them?
well, Bree, think of it this way, okay? Okay, so Dee Dee was a good mom. Rod was a good dad, okay? So
I'm sorry, I can't agree that Gypsy. I mean, if you want to, I don't think Dee Dee was a good mom.
I'm just saying, but people look at it
differently. A good mom
differently.
doesn't do that to their child, but
right.
But I haven't. I'm just saying that people say different things about their parents. So what I'm
not talking about what Gypsy says about her mom.
And then people will run with it and say different things about it.
Why I didn't.
This is the thing. My opinion about Dee Dee comes from documents, not from Gypsy's mouth. Gypsy actually speaks better about her mom than she probably I won't say should, but
right.
And I don't know. No, Dee Dee, I'm sorry, but No, did they have good moments together? Sure. Does that mean that Didi was? I think that if a person abuses their child at all, they're not a good mom. That doesn't mean they can't have happy moments with their child, but
Exactly.
I think that they're not. Like, I think that if you make your child like be in a wheelchair when there's people that have children that are in wheelchairs that wish their children can walk. So I think that if a mom would want, like, Gypsy even felt like she couldn't tell her mom she could walk because she was afraid her mom would love her less. She was a bad mom.
So Kill Bill
Doesn't mean she
Kill
deserved
Bill
to
is
die
like
like she did.
Kill Bill is Blanche is so abusive. First of all, I have raised 5 kids and they're all adults. And second of all, I own a child care. I'm not abusive.
Don't tell nobody that. They're going to try to shut you down, girl.
Oh, they won't shut me down. Trust me.
Yeah, I
They
mean, I
won't
wouldn't
shut
go
me
as
down.
far. Like, I don't know how Blanche is in her life with her children, so I'm not gonna say she's.
Yeah, I have
Right.
5. I have 5 children that are grown. I have 2 grandchildren, and they're very structured. I'm a very structured person. In my daycare, I mean, it's my childcare. It's amazing. We do childcare. We do activities. We do amazing things.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I don't have the scene.
And I mean, I went from being in the medical field for 28 years to being during COVID. My son didn't have childcare, so we decided to open up a childcare. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna open it up because my son doesn't have a childcare because there's none out there right now. And I loved it so much. I've been doing it for 6 years now. Six years.
Boo Boo Kitty FC, whatever. Wait,
Mhm.
why would somebody step? Okay,
First
you
off,
said
I
Christy,
didn't
you were
even
in
know.
constant contact with Didi. How would she know? How would step in for what?
Right.
You know how deceptive people are when they're doing that. So like, it's built on deception. What would she step in for? Obviously, she didn't think
Hold
that.
on.
Don't you like? You think that? Do you think that Christy knew that Didi was like You think she knew that Gypsy was completely healthy and that
No. If we
like-
would have, she would. We would have.
that's what I'm saying? When you say why didn't you step
Yeah.
in? Like,
So I want to answer this question. I mean, I am not a liar and I'm going to tell the truth about everything. So this person said, Blanche, did you donate to the billboard? Yes, I did.
I know a lot of people that donated to the billboard, y'all.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot.
did. And I'm not going to lie about it. I
People were
did
fooled by
donate
them people.
$100. $100 for this. You know what, though? Hold on. You might want to check your videos on TikTok. Check what on TikTok? I mean, check my videos. I am not scared. Please show them. Please show them.
Well, I know that a lot of people got fooled by the billboard, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's please check my TikTok and please post them. Would you please?
Try to answer the question. What question? I don't see. Blanche,
I don't either.
Jeanette
Please post my TikToks, please.
are you okay? I want to make sure you're okay.
Shayna, can you let
I'm
Gigi up?
good.
Oh, I can let her up, I think, right? But no, I can let. Oh wait, no, I don't see
It's
her coming.
strange because I don't go through this stress at home. I mean, with my daycare and my home business, we don't go
see
through
her trying to come up.
stress at all.
Well, she had asked in the. I don't know. She asked in the text.
Who?
She's just one of those mods that I can't say. A lot of mods I can say, but I can never say JJ
I will
requesting.
invite you up and
I
see if
can
it
hear
works.
Aubrey talk all day
But
long.
yeah.
You know what?
I know. But point
You
blank
know what?
period.
And this is where they hate. This is where they hate.
Just ignore that. Like, I don't even know what's going on
No,
down
I
there.
don't even care, Bree. This is where the hate begins. See, this is what we've all been talking about for the last 2 years. Is it doesn't matter who we like. It doesn't matter who we communicate with. You're always going to have a negative communication. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't, I mean, if we're up here on panel, do you think we care? Really? So keep talking your shit. I'm seriously, keep talking. I don't give a shit.
I just think, like, look, I'm not gonna, like, y'all could have y'all opinions, absolutely, but I just know that. Wait, and what's your point? What you talking about, Casey? I just feel like the billboard was a while ago, y'all, and I just don't see Blanche.
And I
think
got
they're
my money
I think they're
back.
trying
So
to just
hey,
stir up some stuff.
and I
Well, I
got
know
my
some
money
people feel
back.
very strongly because these are people that I know are very supportive of me and Gypsy. But some people feel strongly about what they feel, and that's why they can feel that way. But I just know that, like, if we're gonna pick and choose battles, let me tell you, I feel like this ain't one worth. Like, I feel like there's people that are
You know
actively
what?
like
Who's
being
this Cal?
shit.
You know this Cal Bell? I can't understand this person. I mean, this person's weird.
Well, I don't think they're weird. I think they are very, very defensive when it comes to people that are, like that think it's okay to like mock Gypsy's abuse or invalidate it. And I respect her for that. But I'm just saying that it's probably not worth. Like, there's creators on this app that do it every single day, all day long, and actively like just talk shit on. And I don't know if you do that, but I mean, I don't watch your content, so I don't watch. Really, don't take offense to that. I don't. Half the time, I don't
Your
even see.
friends know your heart and you know the past. Okay, so it's like a couple people that don't even know me. I don't even care. I mean, seriously, I do not care. I mean, what are you gonna do? Come to my house, knock on my door, and say, you said the wrong thing. Well, okay. Slam. I
Oh wait,
mean,
here we go.
seriously.
Everybody
Yeah,
says
why won't it let me
I
let you
mean,
up,
seriously.
every once in a while. It's okay. It's allowed.
Well, I would think that they would have been up to the doctor, not DD.
I
No,
can't
it
even
is.
imagine it being a hater. I mean, it's not in my blood to be a hater.
You know what? I'll tell you this. When somebody said I would think that it would be up to a doctor, not DD. So I don't know if you. Okay, so a mother, like, of course, ultimately it's up to a doctor, but you know that a doctor has to get information. They don't just make decisions just like by looking in the sky. Like, they talk to the patient or to the caregiver, the mother, the
Mhm.
father, whatever. And Munchausen by proxy, for example, is built on deception, and they're
Mhm.
good, they're calculated, they're good at lying, they're good at deceiving, which is why they are successful at it. Most of
Yeah.
it, which is why it's so underdiagnosed, and which is why it usually goes undetected. Because, which is why also, even if a person's dead, a professional can have a professional opinion, and a professional, they can give their opinion on a diagnosis and say that they believe that that Didi had that. Why? Because when it comes to Munchausen by proxy, do you know that the perpetrator is the least important part of the diagnosis? You want to know why? Because they lie. So why would they even, like, they're gonna lie? No perpetrator of Munchausen by proxy is gonna be like, yeah, I'm doing this. No, you know who's the most important thing is the medical records, Gypsy, and family and friends statements. The last part of a diagnosis for Munchausen by proxy that's not even needed is the perpetrator. FYI, because I know a lot of people's like, she's dead, you can't diagnose. There's people that are survivors of Munchausen by proxy whose parents were never ever diagnosed, and it's actually sad they never get justice because of this. It's actually a huge thing that needs a lot of awareness, but instead people would rather sit on the internet all day and invalidate because they are ignorant to a subject rather than learn about it so you can actually bring awareness to help people who actually will never get justice because the diagnosis goes so undetected.
Very, very true.
Yay!
Hey, Jeanette, I'm like, how the fuck did we get her up here?
You made it.
I
That
think
was
we
a
should
very
move.
good point.
I think we
And I
should move
actually
to your.
understand every bit of that. But you know what? The social media
Well, I don't know
thing,
how to wake Sheena up.
one thing one thing I'm really upset about is that
Pulling a brain.
people spend so much time to body shame and bring up their past, which is none of their fucking business. Um, and one thing I don't like that stuff. I don't. I mean, bringing up like Bree, your business is your business. Okay, when you got arrested for whatever you did, it's not anybody's business. Okay, that is your business. You know what I mean? But then
Okay.
again, they made a big old thing about it, and it was like, I don't know, it was like, I heard so much stuff. I was like, I can't do it no more. I can't hear this
Well,
no
it's so
more.
weird when you say that. So much stuff. It's like, gosh, how much can you say? I mean, it's only so much
Oh,
to it.
different rumors,
Oh, I know.
and
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Like, there's only one truth to it, you know. And
exactly that's what I'm trying to say. And it's whose business is it? Yours.
right, it's almost
Who's
like
gonna?
kind of like gypsies. Whose business is that hers?
Yeah,
But everybody
and
else.
who
Oh,
knows the truth? You do. You know what I mean?
you're a gypsy.
I
Yeah.
mean, seriously.
Well, that's what's crazy.
People are gonna
Gypsy
make
knows
up
the truth,
whatever
but
they
nobody
want.
listens to her. Gypsy
They
knows
were
the
gonna
truth,
make
but
up whatever
everybody.
they want.
Gypsy knows the truth, but nobody believes her. So I mean, it's kind of like, but it's okay. Well, some people do, people that don't invalidate abuse victims or call them liars and stuff, which I respect anybody's opinions. We don't have to fight about it, but I think that I try to look at it, well, because abuse is abuse. And, I try to look at it like this, just like it's hard. Because I know people that are so empathetic to people that are like in DV situations or and they like, if you ever is like, oh, why didn't you just leave? They'd be like, what? Like, do you not realize blah, blah? But when it comes to Gypsy, they're like, well, why didn't she just leave? Like, dude, like abuse is abuse. Like fear, it doesn't matter what kind of abuse you are going through. Fear across the board is always going to be there. Okay, so what makes it like why do you think it's hard? You think it's hard for a DV victim, but you don't think it's hard for someone that was groomed into it her entire life? Like I would say it's equally hard because I'm not going to put one above the other. It's both hard. Because it's both, and maybe for some people it's not as hard. Everybody's different. But yeah, abuse is abuse. So whenever I give examples of other abuse, people are like, "Oh my God, like what do you mean? Like, oh my God, like abuse is abuse." You can't say that one abuse situation is easier to get out of than the other. Like, because you're not that person, you're not that brain. And, we operate, our brain is who we are. And like, we are triggered by different things. We are able to overcome different things differently than others. We are able to see a way out differently than others. And I don't want to say some of us are braver than others because I don't want to say it like that. Some of us have resources that others don't have. Some of us have not maybe been failed over and over. Like you have to think Gypsy her entire life. Like even her own, like you got the sisters, like Dee Dee's sisters saw her walking, like saw her jumping on a bed and like also, and then would see Gypsy like get scared if her mom was coming and like, and then they were even scared because of how Dee Dee, I've read a letter like that they wrote for something, I guess a document, I don't know, something.
That was
where they
to
talked
the
about
judge.
that. To the judge, there you go. And like she literally said, like they had even talked to Dee Dee about it once, and she got so defensive, and like yeah, like so they were even scared, and it's like it sometimes it angers me, and sometimes I also feel for them because like it's like gosh, like how do you just like okay, we're scared to ask her, so like I wish somebody would have like shoot, let me tell you, my sis, if I ever caught my sister doing anything, some shit like that, I wouldn't care how defensive she gets it. I'm not blaming their sisters. Let me make that very clear. I'm just saying, like, I told my sister that about a dog at her house once because I don't like. I feel like sometimes when you ain't got time for a dog, you ain't got time for a dog. And I'm like, if I find that like there's people that live with her that don't really take care of their dog either, I find, and I'm like, and if I find that dog not being taken care of, I'm gonna call the fucking dog. I'm gonna call the SPCA. I mean the fucking animal shelter, whatever the fuck you gotta call. I'm calling them motherfuckers. I don't care if that's my sister, my mother, my brother. I don't care. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Just like with a child. Let me find you abusing that child. I'm gonna fucking call on you. I don't care if you're mad at me for the rest of your life. Like that's how I feel. And so you have to think Gypsy was failed. And I know that, like I said, it's not all on one person. Multiple people failed her. I'm sure Rod has felt like that in many ways, even though parent alienation is a real thing. Like the thing I love about Rod though is Rod doesn't dwell. Like I wish I was more like that. Rod doesn't dwell on the past. He moves forward and he talks about that in documentaries.
Takes accountability too.
I really love that about him because he's able to build a good relationship with Gypsy now because of that. Because if you keep that guilt inside of you forever, you can't ever build a relationship when you are just full of guilt. Like it won't be the same relationship. They're able to really move forward and it be like something solid, not something that he feels like he's obligated or needs to do because he feels no, like he's like knows that he did wrong. He's not going to sit there and like fucking be dogged about it every single day. He takes accountability and he moves forward. And that's why they have such a great relationship. And that's somebody that Gypsy gets like some of the best advice from now. And and that's where that's what really matters. But Gypsy like failed by doctors, like I said, like there's in this medical paper right in front of me, it literally states that her mom said that she was paralyzed since birth and has cerebral palsy.
Was a quadriplegic, paralyzed.
Yeah, quadriplegic since birth, one of them say. And then also cerebral palsy, that's not how it works. You can't be born like not able to move any of your limbs and then cerebral palsy is something that's like progressive. And like you can't like that's not how it works. Like you would have to research it. I'm not a medical professional to explain it to y'all, but it doesn't like for a doctor not to see that failed by a doctor. CPS came. You know how hard like people are like DFS. People are scared to speak. You know why? Because half the time they don't do shit, and then what happens when you speak up? The perpetrator finds out, and then you're stuck in the home with them. Like failed that way. Police had come in there. She was supposed to provide medical records at that DFS visit. Guess what? Guess what? Dee Dee didn't provide medical records. She even lied about her birth certificate when they found out. She was like, "Oh, I lied because my ex-husband's abusive." And okay, remember they were sent there for being under suspicion of Munchausen by proxy, which means a diagnosis that is built on deception, which means that they lie. Now, the fact that she was caught in a lie, why did they automatically just believe, oh, it's because of this? That should have been something to make them further investigate, right? Like, I think anybody with a logical thinking would think that. Like, we're being sent here because it's a possibility that she is lying about her daughter's medical history. And then she lied about the birth certificate and they just believed the first excuse they gave. That is not doing their job. Like, how do you like not, that should 100% cause a red flag. Like, okay, like we already think she's lying. And then people that say that they didn't do anything because they found out Gypsy was already 18. No, if you read the DFS report, they actually thought when they went there that Gypsy was actually older than 18. They actually thought she was older. So they were going there knowing that there's a chance that this person is older than 18. So you know what would have happened if they would have done their job? They would have had to call adult services. They were still sent there. So people that say, oh, well, the reason they left, like Becca Scoops, for example, just saying, she said this in the notes. It literally says that they believe that they said that she's like 18 or 19, but they believe she could possibly be older, but they were still going, which means that why would they go if they knew that they were just gonna have to leave? Because they weren't going to. If they would have been able to get medical records, which they did not. They were supposed to, that's supposed to be required. And guess what else? A doctor wasn't there. Why isn't a doctor going? It was a social worker and a police. You're going for under suspicion of Munchausen by proxy. Another thing we should be talking about online rather than bullying abuse victim or invalidating her. How about we talk about like when there's calls for this, a medical professional should be going on those calls because a social worker is not going to be able to tell whether someone's being medically abused. Okay, just saying, because there's a lot of things that are hidden through documents. They have to look at medical records, which Dee Dee was supposed to provide and never did. Okay, so she was failed that way. She ran away. The people that she ran away to, one of the people in that house knew Dee Dee from the convention and got in touch with her and told Dee Dee where she was. Literally told her where she was. The people that she ran away, people that saw her in a wheelchair and now saw her walking, still doubt it because that's how good Dee Dee was. That's how deceptive she was. And guess what? They failed Gypsy. And then they even reached out to Dee Dee because even though they called her, they still felt like, Dee Dee needs to like loosen up, like let the cord loose a little bit, whatever. And guess what? Dee Dee blocked all of them. That you can find that in Megan's Thought catalog. It's not that hard. The stuff's out there. So there's another example when she was failed. Oh, wait, there's another one. There was a woman that they knew that Gypsy told her, I would do anything to get away from my mom. What it looks like is not what it is. Like she was basically telling the lady that she's not disabled, like in the way that her mom presents her to be. And guess what the lady did? Nothing, except gave a witness statement once Dee Dee was dead. Oh, wait, there's another person that they lived with that actually said the same exact thing. And guess what? When Dee Dee and them moved out, they found out that Dee Dee was trying to get a credit card in her mother's name that was very elderly. And luckily it didn't work.
They caught her.
Tried conning her, yes. And
Her.
yep.
Doing
And
it.
yep. And that's just, and y'all, and this is just off the top of my head. That's why it infuriates me. Like, you don't have to think that Dee Dee died in the right way, but to say that she was, like, to say it was just so easy, Gypsy was
I did not
literally
know that.
failed over and
I did
over and
not
over
know
and
that.
over. Oh, and then right in front of me, what is this? Oh, it's power of attorney papers, which if you are somebody that was raised by your mom, isolated, alienated from other parents and family members, was never allowed to be alone with anybody, basically like your friends, you don't know what the fuck power attorney papers is. She knew her mom was trying to get guardianship, which I have those papers too. She got denied that, but she did get the power attorney. Her having a feeding tube, all Gypsy had to be was not conscious at the point, and there you go. She can make a medical decision. But Gypsy thought those papers would always win. Like she thought that these papers were basically like what you would think like what a guardianship papers was. Gypsy didn't know the difference between either one, so she also had those on her, which Nick even talked about that. Like that's what blows my mind when people like say like, oh my God, Brie goes so hard for Gypsy. Y'all, I go so hard for a human being, a fucking human being. Because if y'all actually took the time to ever listen to me as I go through any of these documents, y'all would understand that there's so much. And like, y'all don't have to think that it was okay the way that Dee Dee died, but to sit here and invalidate someone's abuse when it is right in your fucking face. So many examples of it. That's the reason I was so passionate about this. But like I said, I'm making one last video just to point out every motherfucking lie that Dee Dee ever told, and that'll be it. And then y'all can make y'all decision if y'all want to continue bullying someone or not. I mean, that'll be up to you. But I'm telling y'all, like I wouldn't deal with the bullshit that I dealt with over the last 2 years if I didn't know for 100% certainty. It doesn't matter what Gypsy tells me. I don't need Gypsy to tell me shit. These papers prove everything. Papers that not everyone has. Becca Scoops has 300 of these pages out of 8,000 plus. Like, and this isn't me dogging Becca Scoops. This is just me telling the fucking truth. And it's just so sad. And you know what? People might think I'm weird for this, but you know what? I think it's weird for you not to be like, it's not weird to care that a human being is treated like a human being. It's not weird. It's fucking what
No.
human beings should do.
And look, if it would have been an Elizabeth Smart case, they would have threw Gypsy a damn parade.
That is so crazy you mentioned that. I just watched that documentary tonight.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw it's new on Netflix, I think.
Oh my Lord, that was 9 months? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a
She
long
reached out,
time.
yeah, she reached out to Gypsy when Gypsy got out.
I'm sorry,
Really?
Casey. I never talk about this, and I'm sorry, but and
Oh
like
my
I love you,
God. Are
Casey,
you
but
serious?
man, that breaks my
That
heart.
girl was raped. Oh my God.
Ew.
I mean, oh, I just finished that before I got on live with you guys. I was like, oh
I
my
know. I want to
God.
watch
I
it.
just wanted to cry. I just could not believe it.
Which
Such a
one are we
beautiful
talking
girl.
about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Smart.
Oh, okay.
You know what I wonder sometimes, and when I'm gonna be done with this subject,
crazy.
I just want to say this, and
9
then I'm gonna go on
months
mute.
of hell.
I want to say
Oh
this
my
real fast.
God.
I just want to say this real fast. I have a question, and y'all don't have to answer. It's maybe a little rhetorical, and then I'm not gonna. And then I'm gonna shut up about. Then I'm gonna shut up about this conversation. I wonder, people that have been in like the Gypverse for so long. Do you think that sometimes when you hear things, I don't want y'all to take this in a. You don't have to answer me. I don't know. I don't know. It just like confuses me sometimes. Like, do you think that sometimes you're just like, I've believed this for so long and I don't want to, like, I don't know. It blows my
They're
mind, but
scared
maybe
to admit that
No.
basically what
that
they're
they've been
saying is
wrong.
they scared to admit
Bree.
that they're seeing it in a different light because they don't want the people
Right.
that's been in their circle to attack them because they know what those people do to people like us.
And I promise,
They
the only
don't
reason
want
I'm
it done
saying
to
that,
them.
y'all, is because, okay, that's one thing if I was telling a story about what Gypsy told me, but like when I'm looking at like straight like this, like you can't dispute something that is literally in print.
Black and white.
In print. You can't erase this with an eraser. It's in print. And like it makes me not just like not just sad for Gypsy. Like it's not even about that. It's like sometimes I just wonder, like, do people just choose, like, they're just like, nope, 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 I refuse, like, I'm not gonna believe it, I'm not gonna believe it, no, I don't want to listen, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't believe it. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe everything you're saying, but the thing is that she the only thing is taking accountability for what she did.
Yes.
Oh
You know what I
God.
mean? I'm not
Yes.
saying that she didn't get abused. I'm not saying any of that. But in court, she identified herself as she thought of the problem. But you know what? It's not my mind, it's not my body, and I'm not gonna I'm just gonna sit back as I have my own family to worry about, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
Like
I don't
people
know. I
need to
guess I
really
just,
sit down and
man,
think,
I just
how
feel
would
like
you react?
if this would have been a man, if this would have been a husband that was beating their wife,
it'd be
y'all
different.
wouldn't.
It would be completely different.
It wouldn't be different, but that's the way people would treat it.
Right.
Yeah, that would be completely. It would be treated definitely different.
Yeah, why? Because it's a society. Because because it's something that's commonly you hear of. But when it's something that you don't ever hear of much, you like want to pretend like it doesn't exist. And
That's very true.
This
Yes.
is
Very
abuse, no
true.
matter who done it. Abuse is abuse.
Amen.
but like I said,
That's very true.
I can't wait for the like I said, it's not something I'm gonna hone in on for. But like I do. At first, I wasn't gonna make any more, but like I just like I've been going through these medical pages like more like by word by word by word for like months. Like nobody even like I just been doing it like Tom here and there, and I have them on this string, like literally on my wall. And like I just been like I'll mark thing with a highlighter. And like I was like, I've been doing this for like months now, ever since I got these from Gypsy. And like I can't just like there's a lot of work I spent on this.
I
So I'm
look
like,
like
I'm
a
gonna
freaking
make
police detective wall.
one last video, and I'm gonna show, not just say, I'm gonna show every, like it might end up being, I mean, because I'm not gonna, I mean, there's thousands of pages, but like if it's the same repeat shit, I'm not gonna show it. But like I might end up showing in one video 100 fucking pages, but I'm gonna show every single lie that you can't dispute. Like you cannot, and if anybody can look at that, I'm not gonna call you stupid. I know that last time people got mad. I don't mean that. If you can look at a paper where it is a blatant, like in your face lie, then I know and I can accept that you are just like you're this deep in it, and like it's like you can't, like you don't you. And let me tell you,
It's not
look
in your
at me,
heart.
look
Narrow-minded.
what I go
They're
through. I
narrow-minded.
get it. I get it.
It's not in your
Nobody
heart.
wants to
Yeah.
get attacked every single day. I get it, and that's what will happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hope that in your hearts, that's what I hope the most. Because you know what? Who cares about? Or I hope that in your heart, you know the truth. That way, if you ever see red flags, you know when to point it out. That's all I hope for, y'all. It's not just about Gypsy. It's about other victims. I
It's
just
about all
hope that
victims.
anyone that hears me, I hope that y'all hear things that you have in your mind at least, and like just let it get in there and get in your mind. And that way, one day you might not ever see it, but if you do, you can be like, this is a red flag. I know this is because I heard this somewhere, and like this is, and like do something about it. That's all I hope for. I hope that if anything, even if nobody wants to validate it, even if none of these people want to validate Gypsy, I hope that y'all at least can take what y'all hear, and maybe when the time is needed, if it ever is, you can validate someone else that needs to be validated. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
If
you
I
look
can
up
even,
I
into
if I
life.
appreciate
can help
that
somebody
because
help one other person, if
yeah.
the opportunity arises, I've done my job.
And exactly, like I was adopted. Could you imagine what my real parents would have done?
Or were they bad people or
I
something?
was adopted. I was adopted, and it was a good life. I couldn't even imagine my life outside of that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, depending on, because I know not all situations are the same, so it depends on if
Exactly.
like that was like a bad
Yeah.
situation. Because I know
Exactly.
I just want to say that because I know some people don't give up their child because they're abusive. They
Right.
Well, I was legally
just
adopted, and I know my biological dad and mother, and I met them, and you know, and thank God that I was adopted to good parents,
and I'm happy that you were.
Yeah, me too.
because I don't think my life would have been very good if I wasn't adopted.
I'm just glad that Gypsy knows all the ways not to like. She's her and Ken. I'm telling you, man, they are really good fucking parents.
Yeah, she told me and her dad, she's like, well, I know what not to do because of my mom.
Yeah.
Mhm. And let me tell you, she's also said she has gained good qualities from her mom too. She's a planner. That's something that she said she got from her mom. So you see, that's the thing. A lot of people think that Gypsy drags her mom all day. She doesn't. Gypsy, like there was things in her life that she can take from. I mean, I wish I was like Gypsy. Actually, really is good at like planning. It's kind of like kind of like ahead of time. Like she like gets on the ball. Like even with Aurora's birthday party, she was fucking pinning shit and like coming up with ideas fucking like probably 6 months ago. And like I'm like such a procrastinator. And that's something she did. Like her mom was always, I mean, I think you guys like no matter where you went, like Dee Dee like always had whatever you needed on you. Like same thing with that. Like, she was, how you said when Gypsy moved, like when she went like and she was like got like to like like she was preparing for every time she would buy something, she would buy a little bit more. That way when she moved out, she would have all this stuff. Like, like things like that. Like that's probably something that she learned from her mom. So
Yeah,
you see,
it was.
she can take some positive, but it doesn't mean that doesn't make Dee Dee a good parent. But
Rod
at
was
least
yeah.
there was good
Rod-
So is
qualities.
that
Rod
baby
laughed.
that she posted, is that really her baby though?
What do you mean?
What?
The baby she posted, is that really her baby or is it somebody else?
Who's
It's
baby?
her baby.
She has a baby. I don't know.
Gypsy
Yeah, I mean, why?
She has
She's not
a
gonna
baby.
post
Why would
somebody
she post
else's
somebody
baby.
else's baby?
with the face, because I mean, I was just hoping that Gypsy wouldn't post at that baby face.
Well, I mean, everybody. I mean, fucking 50,000 other people already did. So I mean,
Yeah, but my
Okay, so
fault.
that's
my fault.
oh my god, she is so adorable. Oh my god.
She is. She's beautiful.
Hmm.
she is
So
adorable.
adorable. So smart. Oh my god.
She's definitely
And
that.
I mean, she's a
And
good mom. She's a real good mom.
I just hope that
Jen,
that people realize that people can change.
yeah, thanks for saying that because that is something that's important for people to realize.
I'm being serious. Like people can change, you know.
Yeah, especially when taking out the environment that was holding you back from changing.
Yeah, and I wish my parents would have changed and adopted me back, but you know what? People can change.
can we
Y'all, we're stuck on here until Sheena wakes up because if not, the live's just gonna be here. Sheena, I can't
Where's
yell.
Nick? Or Nick don't live with her though.
yeah, I gotta
Everybody
go
just
sleep
scream
fast.
real
We
loud.
got-
Sheena!
What happens if we all just hang up? What'll
I'd
happen?
be snoring.
No, that didn't work. Did she really fall asleep?
Well,
think
she
so.
can't. I can't, Cowbell. The other one keeps talking. She did say she was tired, so I've been
Her
trying
mom
to
was
get on
sick.
here to tell you guys
Gypsy's
she
mom,
wanted us to stop.
Gypsy's mom was absolutely sick, even in the head. Yep. Sorry, but if you're gonna be rude, I can be rude back.
I'm not
So
even
one thing that obsessed me the most is that it obsessed me that Gypsy has to prove herself.
Well, that's
But
because
she's trying to realize
people
that
out
she
here,
doesn't.
She has to prove herself to people that she's
That
a
she-
good parent, and that is like
look,
that's
Oh, don't worry,
really
she knows she
bad.
don't have to do
she's a
that. She knows
hands-on
that.
parent.
And
She's
she
a-
does, and she wants to, and it she shouldn't have to be able to do that, but she wants to.
Yeah, well, one thing I will tell you is Gypsy, like I said, earlier, people, the whole rebranding, Gypsy's growing every single day. And every single day she realizes more and more that she doesn't have to. Like, so yeah, that's sometimes what it might seem to y'all that she's trying to, and she might be. But I just know that one day she's going to realize that she truly doesn't have to. Because she really is, like Chrissy said, a hands-on parent. Like, she always sending videos
I
of,
know she is. I can see it.
like, I hate when people's like, where's your child that you never spend time with? You mean the child that she literally always has? Like, what? Like, and yeah, other people spend
I
time.
always had the baby.
Yeah, like that. Y'all
Okay.
were living like almost an hour apart, and yet people were saying you always had her baby. I'm like, no, she doesn't always have her baby.
Nope. I mean, like, she
Oh, you
had
can
to,
definitely tell. You can definitely tell
And
the
Ken.
demeanor.
Oh my
The
God,
demeanor of Gypsy Rose, even in her videos, you can tell, like the mother. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
mother
the
demeanor
mother
of
instinct.
somebody.
Oh, and y'all should
And
see
you can
Ken.
oh yeah,
Ken's a big
you can see
goofball.
that.
Ken is adorable with Hari. He just really is. Like he's
a big goofball when he comes.
yes, he's just always his little baby
They
talk.
have their own language.
Yes, I just think
You
it's
know,
the
Chrissy,
sweetest thing.
I just hope that Gypsy has a good father figure in her life. And I'm talking about like husband wise. I know Ken has problems before, but I'm just hoping that she has a good life.
Well, Ken, I mean, I think a lot of people go through
Without him. I'm just saying without him.
without him. Why without him?
No, I'm just saying
if he wouldn't be.
yes,
okay, I know what you mean. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, well, hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, no. I
Oh,
get what you're
look. I'd whip his ass.
saying. No, I will say this, like, and he's a good partner, but he is an amazing guy. Like,
He looks
really,
like an amazing father. I've seen pictures, like when they're laying in bed and laughing, and
oh my god, that little girl is wrapped around every single one of his motherfucking.
You know, it just
fingers.
makes me go. It just makes me so upset that we have to, like, as parents, we have to prove ourselves to people. It's ridiculous.
I hate that for y'all too, because I don't think anybody should feel that way.
I mean,
It's kinda
Nobody
sad.
should have to prove anything.
exactly.
You know who you owe yourself to prove it to? Them. That child. That's the only
God
person.
Yeah.
and God.
And God. But that
Yes.
child is the only person that, like, you know, that, and you'll be able to prove it in how they're raised and how they turn out, and that will prove whether you
Yeah.
did a good job, you know? Sometimes now, because let's say that, because man, I know some parents that were so, I feel, man, I have a friend, she's an older lady, a little bit older, but I know she was an amazing mom. And like sometimes, you know, sometimes the environment that you get, I mean, you never know, you don't know where your kids are all the time, you know, as they get older. So, but all you can do is try. But I know, man, this poor lady, I feel so bad for her, because she really, like, I really think it's just like, man, like where I live, there's like these certain areas, you know, where that's like not good. And like, man, she had 3 boys and she's lost 2 already. And it's just the where they grew up. Because I know,
You
like,
know,
I mean, she
Bree,
did everything she
Bree.
could. It's so sad. I
So
hate that.
yeah, so Ray Jill was like,
Addiction.
how do you know what problems Ken has? I don't know what I never said that.
Well, you said we know he's got
See,
problems.
I'm just saying, I'm a
You
divorced
know what
parent.
problem
I'm
he
a
has.
divorced
That's what he
parent.
said. That's what
I'm
he
not
said. He
saying
said you know what
I'm
problem
not
he
saying
has.
Ken has a problem.
Yeah, but it's how you said it.
Yeah, we like, you know, he
Oh,
said his
okay, I
problems.
It's not
understand.
what you said, it's
Yeah.
how you said it.
Yeah, I'm not saying Ken has a problem. I'm just saying that, I mean, I was a single parent and I took care of my kids, but the dad was involved. You know what I mean? And so I'm not saying anything bad about Ken. You know, I'm just hoping that Ken's involved.
Well,
Ken's
he's
very
involved.
involved.
Oh, I
Very.
can see that.
I mean, he
Trust
works
me, I
his
can see
ass
that.
off, but once he's home, I mean,
And it doesn't matter. It's not my business. I can definitely tell. I mean, he's a daddy, so
he's a daddy. But yeah, no, I think it was
yeah.
just because you said we know that he's had his problems, but I mean, I think a lot of people can say
So
they've had.
my daughter, she had a miscarriage on Thanksgiving, and
That's
I was crying.
horrible.
I was like, "Oh my
British
God,
talk
it's
to
my
sleep.
3rd grandchild, right?" And then now she's
I mean, you
pregnant
don't have to
again.
be here.
Well, I hope everything goes wonderful for this one.
Me too, because you're really not supposed to have a child after like
That
30
soon.
days.
I'll say some
Like
prayers for her too.
Ashley, do you want to come
she's
up and
having,
talk instead?
hey, she's having morning sickness, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. I didn't
Yeah,
have
it's
any
like a really
Oh, I
good
do this.
thing. I
Oh,
was
never
feelings.
like,
mind. I
she's
was like,
like, Mom,
Jesus.
I have morning sickness. I'm like, oh, thank the
Sheena
Lord.
has us in
And
like
she's like,
purgatory right
what?
now.
Yeah.
Sheena, we're in purgatory.
I'm about to
Well,
log out because like it's already 3:19.
We could do maybe we'll do let's see, until Sheena wakes up, we could do bonfire songs.
Play the
Kumbaya.
silent game.
Y'all might
Okay.
Christy,
hear
I'm
me
so
snore if
glad
I
you
don't
came
log
up
out.
Oh
here
wait, is
tonight.
Sheena?
Oh my God.
There's movement a little bit.
A
She's
little
Sheena,
movement?
alive. She's alive.
A little bit of Sheena in our life. A
Sheena,
little bit of
Sheena, Sheena,
Sheena.
Sheena,
Come over.
Sheena.
Yeah, please come up,
Sparky.
Ashley.
Somebody yell really loud. Sheena.
If I had my yell button.
Oh, my
Wait.
husband is so pissed.
Wait.
He's like sleeping.
Sheena!
Sheena.
Sheena! Sheena!
Sheena.
The boogeyman's outside.
I wish I had my scream button.
Oh, I see
I wish I had a
Sheena.
whistle.
Sheena!
Oh, here she is.
Hi, Sheena.
Sheena,
You look like Michelle right now.
She's like,
are
what?
you okay? Do you have sugar on your head?
No, I'm not.
Bald
Oh,
head host
what
shit. Bald
happened?
head.
Save
fall
us,
asleep?
Gina. Save us.
You left us here in hell.
Oh my God.
Literal hell.
In this bitch, girl. What you got? You trying
Okay.
to...
You
God,
want to go
I
live
had
under your
saliva
name,
left in
Bree?
my mouth.
She's like, I'm tired. I'm done.
Bree, do you want to go live under your?
No, we don't have to go. We're done. Girl,
We're
we're waiting for you to wake
done.
up.
All right. I love you guys. I gotta go
Love you.
though. I'm
Love you
not
too.
not feeling well.
Night.
All right.
Oh, good
Night.
night. I love you. I
Night.
hope you feel better, Sheen.
Thank you.
Well, hi from Ireland.